We go back through some of the games that these two sides have played against each other throughout the year. I think the Panthers and the Raiders, Robbie, there have been some close encounters.
Yeah, 4 times. And look, the Panthers in the first match, they got the chocolates 40-16. But since then, the Raiders have had a little bit of dominance over the Panthers. It was 23-7 in the round 10 match. Round 16, just before the finals, this was probably one of the games of the season, Panda. 28-22, the Raiders got up. And they still talk about that game, Panda, just the quality of it. One of the best games they've seen in the AFL North East Border football since its inception. And then this qualifying final only 2 weeks ago. Goodness me, what a slug that was.
It was a bit of a slug.
It was a low-scoring encounter. Only the 1 goal kicked, but there was no shortage of action. 9-2, the Raiders prevailed. And my insiders have told me that the Panthers had stung them pretty hard. They think they are a big chance today. So I'm expecting this game will be under a goal either way. I'm struggling to think, but I just think home ground advantage.
You reckon the Panthers?
It's just the Panthers. Something about them today.
No, I think I'm on the Raiders purely because Robbie, they've played in the 2 grand finals so far in the AFL Northeast Border League, and they've lost both. So I wouldn't mind seeing them for the Raiders' perspective.
You're a tough critic, Pan.
I wouldn't mind seeing them.
Brought that one up early.
I know. I wouldn't mind seeing them enjoy a little bit of festivities today. But in saying that, Lavington as well have a chance to win their first grand final. On top of the ladder, the Raiders had an outstanding year, Robbie. 10 wins and 2 losses in the AFL Northeast Border competition. Each side has a bye each week. Lavington, look at this for percentage, Robbie. 772% the Wodonga Raiders. How's that?
That's good.
That is a sensational percentage. Lavington finished second, same amount of wins and losses, Gus. 10 wins and 2 losses with a nice 637% as well. So they've had an outstanding year. Gussie, as the Raider girls run out on the ground.
I tell you what, Panda, the energy down here is something you have to see to believe. And, of course, the pictures coming to you live from Cartwright Productions with you today. And I tell you what, the thing I like about women's football, and something the men can take a leaf from, I reckon, gents, is the energy and enthusiasm they bring to the pre-game ceremonies. There's no angst, there's no nerves, it's pure excitement, pure energy. And the Raiders girls, they're on the park first, and the Panthers not too far away.
What about the conditions like out there, Gussie, for the game? I mean, we've already had the 2 games played, the 14s and the 17s. What's it looking like down there on ground level?
Well, it's no Dedarang or Barmouth Park like we've seen in district competitions across the last couple of weeks. Lavington, a fantastic precinct. A little bit of water underfoot as you're heading towards the cricket wicket, but out here at True Centre Wing, where I'm standing at present, lush green grass, a really nice covering across the ground, and it should be favourable for good footy. No excuse with the ball being wet today. Conditions really are good and fitting for a big dance.
And the Wodonga Raiders captain is just walking past you with the knee brace right there, Gus. Maddie Hogarth, who unfortunately injured her knee last week and won't be out there. So I might think you'll be able to have a bit of a chat with Maddie out there.
I caught Maddie about 2 or 3 minutes ago. She's going to do the rev up and then we'll grab her on the way back, Panda. But I tell you what, really exciting to see these Raiders warming up, and you can just sense their energy, Panda. This has been a long time coming for the Wodonga Raiders Female Football Club. One of our very own, Sky Burgess, heavily involved. She is the female president of the club. And like you said, Panda, they've fallen over at the last hurdle twice in 2 years. Of course, last year undefeated through the whole season, crashing out at the final hurdle. You just sense there's something building for them today, Panda. They've come the long road to get here, and there's certainly a lot of energy building around the Wodonga Raiders female camp. The Panthers yet to join us on field today, but not too far away.
Yeah, game time is scheduled for about 1:20. It'll probably be a little bit over, Robbie, because the Raider girls are out there now warming up.
Well, the Panthers did do a very long warm-up.
They did, didn't they?
Once the siren went to complete that under-17s game, they were out there down to the grandstand end, just in front of their fans too. I think just getting a real feel for the atmosphere. And they look pretty slick, I thought, in that warm-up. And they've gone back in, and Scott Curfew, the coach, he'll now be just giving the last of just that little bit of a rev up. And it's all about redemption. They are singing from that qualifying final loss, and they won't be too far from coming out in the ground. And what I like about it, Panda, the under-17s have stayed on the ground.
Yep.
They're there to cheer them on. All the supporters, the parents, the grandparents, the lot, they are all out there. And I've seen bigger banners, but I would not like to be the crepe paper as they come out now.
Isn't that fantastic scene? So Lavington Panther girls all running out on the field. I think.
Oh, John, they went.
Swan dive.
Jeez.
How about that?
What the skipper went straight to hit the deck.
I'm trying to pick up who that was.
I think it was the Cobzan. The X
Taylor
Factor.
Cobzan, the
X Factor's gone down. So I hope that's not a bad omen.
I'll tell you what, boys, I'm going to keep an eye out for a couple of early ankle injuries out here. Not often do you see them having a fall through the banner, but that's how pumped up they are. They're out here ready to rock and roll, and let's hope there's no injuries from the banner.
Yeah, well, Gussie, I think it's just all the excitement. They were that pumped up running through that walkway, a legion of fans and the under-17 supporters there, and they're all in a little bit of a huddle. They're getting their photo done now, so it's all set to go. Hey, Gussie, just look, is there any breeze to contend with out there today?
It's swirling a little bit at the moment here, Big Mac, but it is favouring the redeveloped end, the Lavington number 2 end. with obviously a lower scoring standard of football here in the female competition. They don't score as highly and as fluently as the men's. I dare say to be a 1 or 2 goal breeze, Robbie. It's certainly carrying a field kick an extra 5 or 10 metres, which certainly would be advantage if you win the toss today.
So they're expected.
You're not doing the Trent Cotchin then, Robbie.
No, you're not.
You're not doing the Trent.
You're not going into the breeze. Use it while you got it, Panda. That's my old saying in life. And, well, we'll just have a look at there. We're not too far away. A lot of the crowd's starting to remove from the presentation area.
And let's hope they stick around, Robbie, for the senior women's as well, because obviously Lavington featuring in, I think, both grades and the Raiders as well. So there's plenty of reason for both of these clubs to stick around and support. Let's hope we get a really, really good crowd here. I mean, there's lots. I reckon there would be, 800 to probably 900 people here, maybe even up towards that 1,000 for the junior finals, which is great. So let's hope we have another really good crowd for the seniors today. And even the males, who of course play on a Saturday, get down here and have a look at this game, Robbie, which is what we want to see.
Yeah, and you only have to look at the car park, up there in the new, above the number 2 ground there. The car park is probably 3/4 full. In Hannah Street, it's chock-a-block. Look, it's all set to go here. I would have thought there was at least 1,000 people here during the last quarter. Points, they really came home strong in that last quarter. And probably significantly, Gus, there was a bit of breeze there, and I think that was a factor in Panthers storming home. Gussie's just trying to get a near view teed up down here. He might have Terry Burgess.
He does. He has Terry Burgess down there.
It's been a long time since we've caught up with Terry from his Ovens and Murray coaching days, but now, Terry Burgess, you're applying your craft at the Wodonga Raiders Female Football Club, and this is a stage you're very familiar with.
Yes, been here before under these circumstances, so hopefully the girls are ready to go. It's a big occasion, it's broadcast, it's live streamed, there's people here, and it's great to get a chance to showcase women's footy.
You guys have been here on 3 occasions and fallen over at the final hurdle 2 times. I'm sure the girls have got a lot of fire in the belly, ready to rock and roll this afternoon.
Well, let's hope so, because that is the case, and sometimes you just you get those cards dealt here, and you've got to find a way to put that in the back of your mind and just bring your A game to the contest and concentrate on staying in the moment. And you're going to see a lot of pressure in this game. It'll be tribal warfare at its best. The crowd will get right into it, and hopefully the people that are watching it on live stream can feel that as well.
With Terry Burgess, coach of the Wodonga Raiders female football side. And Terry, who are we keeping an eye on today? Who are the players going?
We've got a girl in the ruck, Eloise Strandbrook. She goes very hard. She's very physical, straight lines. She'll win a lot of taps. So hopefully our girls around the ball can capitalise on that.
And what about one of our very own, your daughter, Sky? She's the captain of this football club. She's the president. She's absolutely everything. We believe she's carrying a little bit of an injury, but she's going to stick it out today and get through the big dance.
Yeah, she's got a little bit of an injury, but she's not going to use that as an excuse. She's coming into the team with a specific role to play, so hopefully she can do that.
Best of luck for the grand final, Terry.
Thank you very much.
Back to you, boys. I tell you what, the energy's building down here, boundary side.
Hey, and Gussie, Scotty Curfey, the Lavington Panthers coach, is down here on the boundary side. They're looking good in pink. Curf, I'm sure he'd be up for a chat with you too, mate. He's a really significant contributor to women's football.
He's made his run over here perfect. How good is this when the coaches come and speak to you?
Fantastic.
Curf, the big dance, mate, we're finally here. How's your group prepared?
Oh, look, they're really good at this stage. All excited, of course. There's a few nerves in there, and they're not real sure what's going to happen in the next sort of 10 minutes. So we'll see what happens.
As the siren blares across the Lavington Sports Ground, the ground looks absolutely sensational. Is it an advantage playing the grand final on your home deck?
Look, I think it's a slight advantage. I think most country footy teams would know that. All year up against these two teams, so it's just going to come right down to the wire, I think.
Who are we keeping an eye on? Who are the Lavington Panthers to keep an eye on today?
Today we've got probably 3 or 4 girls. We've got young Dave Goldsworthy, number 20. She's a really good hard-on baller. We've got Sam Creasy down at centre half back, number 6. And then young Kaylee Cobson will just float around, number 14. So a couple of good players.
Best of luck today, Kerr.
Thank you.
All thanks to KFC, Gus McLeod, boundary side there with the Lavington Panthers coach. Rocking an aviator sort of set up down there, I think, from Scotty Curf. Very relaxed operator, which is what I like to see. Now, the Lavington Panthers have just got into a little huddle up at the grandstand end Gussie out there. Obviously, I think their captain, Gab Goldsworthy, who was an absolute star and has been closely checked in the last couple of games, Robbie, as well. So they're going to put some time into her. The Raider girls down there doing a few stretches at the Lavington 2 end of the ground. And
Coin toss,
Gussie.
Certainly has, Panda. It looks like the Raiders have won the toss. The captain, Josephine Cottrell, she's won the toss, and they're going to kick to the Lavington number 2 end, favouring that breeze, gone against the morals of Trent Conchard, like you spoke about, Panda. So just confirming, the Wodonga Raiders, they'll kick to the Lavington number 2 end of the ground, and the Panthers to the car park.
So it looks like Kim Crowther and Jamie Howie are the captains for the Lavington Panthers, which is fantastic, and Josephine Cottrell out there, of course, captaining the Wodonga Raiders. So both teams in their huddles now, repeating that the Panthers will kick to the Lavington 2 end of the ground here, and the Raiders will kick to the the grandstand end. Repeating Gussie as well, all thanks to KFC boundary side. There is a slight little wind out there as well.
Yeah. So it's probably going to help those field kicks carry an extra 5-10 metres. I'd call it a 1 to 2 goal breeze, favouring the Lavington 2 number end. So the Raiders, having won the toss, they've picked up on that as well. And let's see if they can capitalise with some early goals. But it should certainly help those kicks carry an extra couple of metres and a little bit of a momentum swinger for the Raiders, perhaps.
AFL North East Border Open Women's Grand Final live streaming now, all thanks to KFC. Want some licking good deals? Get the KFC app for exclusive deals, secret menu and more. Do you reckon Gussie's tried out the secret menu, Robbie?
He knows the secret's out.
No such thing as a secret anymore, Big Mac.
No.
Big benches, look at that.
They are, and this is the big thing about it. It is a bit of a challenge for the coaches to rotate through there, but yeah, it is. It's just fantastic, and they're all excited. They're all got a smile on their faces. Yeah, there's a bit of nerves, but I reckon there's more excitement, and why wouldn't you be, Panda? Have a look at this. This is just going to be one hell of an event. Crowd staying around, which is fantastic.
So in the ruck is Hilla Stanbrook for the Raiders up against Ruby Dean for the Lavington Panthers. Tina Shields in there, Ruby Hyde as well for the Panthers. So we're almost underway in the AFL North East Border Grand Final as the ball gets tossed up. Stanbrook got the tap down, tackles straight away. Stanbrook goes in again. There's Gab Goldsworthy for the Raiders. Hand pass comes through here from Robinson for the Raiders. Just left the footy behind Ed Muller as the Panthers go forward inside 50. But there's Huff, who's a police officer for the Wodonga Raiders, on half back, taking a mark inside her own defensive 50. Robbie?
Yeah, and just got bumped off the ball, but there'll be no dramas with that. So the Panthers here through Suckling. Gathers, got through a little bit of traffic, a high kick to the forward side of the ground. Ball came to ground there. Couldn't be marked there by Koshel. Kick off the ground was clever. Now it works its way to the far side of the ground. Oh, they're going in hard early there. Play on was the call. Koshel might have been a bit stiff to not get a kick there. Howie got a quick kick. Didn't make too much penetration. Inside forward 50 almost for the first time. The umpire says, give it to me. And a few early nerves, but gee, there's a bit of endeavour in there, Panda.
They crack in, don't they, these girls? They have an absolute red-hot dip every single time, which is fantastic. Howie's around this footy for the Panthers, and we are going to have another ball up just inside the centre square here at the Lavington Panthers. Sun out, shining here in this opening term, all thanks to KFC. We've gone around a minute and a half, repeating the call. Us here in this broadcast. Gab Goldsworthy was tackled for the Panthers, got a hand pass away, but the umpire has said holding the ball. Once again, Huff in there for the Raiders, winning a free kick, and they come out wide. And Robbie, they're away through Gissing on the wing, the Raiders.
Gissing kicks it well, 2 to half forward. So a first chance here for the Raiders to press the ball forward. Perry was working hard in there. Goes back for a second effort. Nice work there by the Panthers, though. Bodycott was thrown to the ground. Now they've got numbers around the footy, the Panthers. The kick comes to centre wing. A little bit of space to work with here. Through traffic, good was Howie. The handball release was fantastic. Got it through there towards Ruby Hyde. Kick off the ground from Cobzan. Got the ball inside forward 50. Oh, Crowther made a bit of pathway through there. Good defensive work, though. The tackling's brilliant. Koshel again's been involved in a lot of the action so far. The Raiders desperately kick the ball back to the middle of the ground.
Yeah, Gissing. Big collision between two Panther players there.
Friendly
I think
fire.
It was Weavers and also Taylor Boycott, who got absolutely hammered. They go in tough, these girls. It's great to see. Hilla Stanbrook left the footy behind. Gissing in there once again. In fact, that was Josephine Cottrell, the captain of the Raiders, who got a kick away. Out towards the far wing. Cottrell goes in again. Great follow-up work, and the ball spills out the back to Mueller. Her kick wasn't all that great. Here's a chance now. Then a big high kick went up towards half forward. Pack forms, off hands. And the Raiders edge it inside forward 50. So the first time they get a chance, Big Mac, but the Panthers are there in numbers.
They have Amy Platt there. Of course, Sato the ball, shoveled a nice handball out now. They get it to halfback. Surely a push there. This one will go the way of the Raiders. So, gee, they're lucky not to give away 50 there, Panda. That ball was kicked away. So it'll be the Wodonga Raiders, and it's Sarah Robinson who's going to kick it from just over 40 metres out.
Tell you what, Gussie, the pressure is hot on boundary side for KFC.
You can certainly hear the wax when the players are running into each other, Panda. A lot of ferocity around the contest, and this is where that breeze we spoke about in the early stages of the broadcast may come into favour.
Robinson,
Good
the kick. Top of the gold square. Ball comes to ground. Panthers have got defenders. Ruby Hyde's been busy. Might have been caught with it. Got it out. Chance here for the Raiders through Shulg. Kick to the goal square. Good defensive work. And the Panthers are going to be paid the mark. Last line of defence, Panda. Gee whiz, the Raiders are putting some early pressure on here.
So that was Taylor Bodycott with the great defensive mark.
Amy Platt's got it now, Panda.
So she's also the captain of the Holbrook netball side, I believe.
Their coach.
A-grade netball side, the coach, and she signed on for another year, which is great to see. We love to see the girls obviously applying their traits at both sports. We've got a ball up at half forward.
A lot of the girls
side.
play a bit of soccer and netball.
Footy,
it's fantastic.
Fantastic. So a ball up. What do we got? Broadcast side here. 50 out from the Raiders' goal. Still no score in this AFL Northeast Border Women's Grand Final. Away, Robbie. She's not mucking around.
Yeah, had a good start to the game. Has Ruby Hyde. Here's Muller. Kept the ball out in front of her, coming through hard. The Panthers. Sammy Creasy was held without the ball.
Ooh.
And Creasy will come back and a true centre half back. Gee, the Panthers run to some early pressure. Early days here. Gus McLeod. Boundary side for KFC.
Absolutely. Really liking the game of Tina Shield for the Wodonga Raiders. Really controlling that contest, Big Mac, and her contest and work around the pressure is absolutely superb. Really setting the standard for the Raiders.
On cue, because she smothered that Panthers repel then. They were coming forward on the wing. The Raiders get a quick kick up towards half forward. Well done there by Sam Creasy, who kicks a big long one into the middle of the ground for the Panthers. So they've cleared the attack from the Raiders momentarily. Lots of players over this footy. I think well done by Ruby Dean, following up hard there. Suckling went in really hard there for the Panthers. She was set upon straight away. So both sides cracking in here. We've gone 6 minutes in this first quarter for KFC. Still no score in the AFL Northeast Border Female Footy Grand Final, Robbie McKinlay.
Yeah, it is. Ruby Hyde gathers another possession, kicks it towards Kimmy Crowther. The veteran stayed over the footy, provided a pretty good shepherd in there. And it's going to be locked down. And Gus McLeod, boundary side for KFC. Both teams are playing an extra down back.
It seems so, Robbie. Looks like they're having two wingers start on the edge of the square at the contest, and one of those two defensive players is wrapping around the back of the contest. I quite like it because a get out of jail kick, Robbie, is a tack that they go to quite prominently, and it's good having a setup behind the contest.
So we've got another ball up at half forward here for the Lavington Panthers. Creasy looks a really good play down there in defence, Robbie.
Been very impressed with her work early days.
Yeah,
that's her again.
Go. She's in there again. Kim Crowther came out and tried to mark that footy. The veteran going in there was Goldsworthy, able to shovel that back to a teammate who just left it behind. But well done there by Georgia Callow, who applied a strong tackle, but she's given away a free kick here. Robbie, this is to Stephanie NG for the Wodonga Raiders. Not sure about that last name if we've pronounced it right, Robbie, but I'm sure she's not going to mind.
Well, Stephanie is a very good kick. Kicks it to centre wing. Oh, that's a good tackle. Gabby Goldsworthy was off and running, and that is a fantastic decision by the man in green there. It could have gone either way, Panther, and he said, I'll ball it up. I like it. Smack bang in the centre of the ground. If you've just joined us, it's 0-0. We've got 9 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first quarter. It's been fast and furious. Coming in off the interchange bench. Have a look at that for a bit of razzle-dazzle from Butterworth. Knocked over, though, pretty quickly. Pushed out heavily there by Suckling.
Free
Should
kick.
get a free kick.
Free kick.
Does get a free kick. And Suckling will pump it forward for the Panthers.
Yeah, so I think the umpire may have just pointed the wrong way, but that's okay. Suckling's got a free kick. She plays on. Look at that. That's a beautiful
kick.
drop punt up towards half forward, but marking unattended there. The Wodonga Raiders just trying to pick up that player down
Might be
there in
Georgia
defence.
Trudgeon.
I think it is Georgia Trudgeon. So she's going to kick another great-looking drop punt. Some of the skills on display early is fantastic, and that's been marked there by the Panthers, and that is Georgia Callow, who's going to go down the wing, broadcast side. Still no score here in the female footy grand final as the Panthers try to go forward there. That was Abby Fielder. Her kick was smothered. Great work there by Ruby Hyde. Going in hard once again.
Ooh.
And this will almost be balled up on the boundary. It will, in fact, now be balled up because we're not sure who that came off last, Robbie. And that's the rules in the female footy grand final. Unless it's clear who it's come off,
Okay.
it will be balled up 5 metres in from the boundary. I don't mind it. No score. 8 minutes left in this first quarter between the Panthers and the Raiders.
Yep, here's Suckling now, working way through traffic for Lavington. Got a Shepherd. Have to dish it out. Good work there. This time it was Butterworth, who's been good since she came on. Kick off the ground. Butterworth again. Scooped a handball out. Suckling knocked it forward. Now the kick from Raiders comes to half forward. Bit of a chance here. Over the head of a couple of players there. Shana Jones was there. Couldn't get it. Here's a go. For the Raiders, it was Josephine Cottrell who kicked it forward. Now it's a one-on-one contest. Good defensive work. I think it's a push.
Yep.
It was. Probably an unnecessary one there, Panda. And it will be a free kick. It's going to go the way of the Panthers. And Jones kicks it down the line towards Platt. And Platt, through traffic, got a nice left foot kick. And it's a good grab taken by who I think's best on ground at the moment, Ruby Hyde.
Clearly best on ground for mine as well. And Hilla Stanbrook has been fantastic for the Wodonga Raiders as well. The big ruckman, Gussie, you're impressed with her work down there?
And equally impressed with Ruby Dean, her opposition ruck in the ruck for Lavington, playing a really good contest. Watching that one play out throughout the rest of the game.
That was a great kick once again by Hilla Stanbrook. It was dropped at the last minute by Cottrell down there, the captain. And we're going to have another ball up inside the forward 50 here for the Wodonga Raiders. Still no score in this opening term for KFC between the Panthers and the Raiders. 7 minutes left on the KFC time clock. Robbie?
Lavington have gone a +1 in the goal square too, gents.
Yeah, now Gus says in there showing that fist was out of play, but was it decisive enough? The umpire wasn't sure if it came off the secondary run, so it's going to be balled up. So again, showing good discretion. It's inside forward 50 for the Wodonga Raiders.
Oh,
And down goes the ruckman. Panthers here, once again, Hyde through traffic, fed the ball out the back to Jones, kicks the ball to half forward. Here's a bit of a go for Jamie Howe. Didn't get a good bounce. Good work there by Smith from Raiders. Put a lot of pressure on. Kick off the ground was clever. Smart. True centre wing. Gee, that's a good pick up there by the Raiders. For Georgia Trudgeon. Got the handball back nicely to Nankervis. And Nankervis pumps it to half forward.
yeah, Suckling going in hard once again. Left the footy behind, and there's a free kick here to Cottrell. Josephine Cottrell for the Raiders. 65 out at half forward. Raiders end of the ground. She has a lead in the pocket. It gets out the back and it's been marked down there by the Raiders. Well done by Taylor Power, Gussie, who's going to line up. Or distance might trouble her a little bit. 45 out in a 45-degree angle.
I reckon she'll back her kick in from here, Panda, at least try and get at the top of the goal square, but a really promising young player is Power, featuring in the Bush Rangers program as well.
Great insight down there from McLeod. Kick goes to the Raiders over the footy. And she tries to get that one out, and the umpire says, no, sirree. Give it to me, Robbie. 30 out from the Raiders' goal. 5 minutes left in this first quarter. And still no score here in the female footy grand final, but these girls are having a crack.
They'd love to pinch one here late. It's a good tap. Got knocked back in. Ball sits 30 out from the Raiders' goal. 0-0 here. Handball. Here's a chance again. Little kick off the ground was clever there from Power. Didn't get good connection. Shoveled the ball through there nicely was Clegg. There's a lot of players around the ball at the moment. It's going to be hard to clear this one out here. They've got to defend. It's a quick shot on goal. It was a flying shot on goal. I think it might have been
stayed in
from Power. It does stay in. The Panthers through Platt, who's been good down back. That's a clever kick.
Good kick.
And finds a teammate in Gabby Goldsworthy.
Yeah, she's been working very, very hard for the Panthers, has Gab Goldsworthy, and kicks a nice one down the line, hugs the boundary. The big ruckman Dean left the footy behind. Suckling's in there once again for the Panthers, wrapped up hard by Gissing. Shields over this footy, almost gave away a free kick. Hyde kicked it backwards. Might be a bit dangerous here for the Panthers. Here's a chance for the Raiders. The kick was smothered inside forward 50 there from Matty Smith. And there's a free kick here to the Lavington Panthers. Great defensive work, Gus McLeod. Boundary side for KFC.
Non-officiating umpire ruled that one, Panda. Saw it. I'm more than happy to agree.
Oh, big heavy clash at half forward. Falls okay here for the Panthers. What a go here for Stanbrook kicks it long to the goal square. Oh, great grab. What a mark there. Last line defence from Shania Jones. And she immediately kicks it to half back. And it might fall okay here for the Panthers. Panda, they're away. They're at centre wing already.
Yeah, Gabby Goldsworth just plays the percentages, goes down the line. Well done there by the Raiders defence and McClenny, who just kicks it towards half forward. Goldsworthy starting to get her hands on the footy. Suckling, clearing, kick towards Hyde, who's probably been best on. Ball just inside forward 50 for the Raiders. Best on Stanbrook for the Raiders. Look at that for a kick. 40 metres to the goal square. Cottrell, did she give away a free kick? Umpire said play on. Oh, there was a genuine falcon there into the face of Creasy, but she's as tough as nails as the Panthers see it over the boundary line. Gussie, what about that, an old-fashioned falcon?
I like it, Panda. That's what good old-fashioned footy's all about. The Raiders have made a big change. The president, our very own Sky Burgess, been injected into the midfield.
Yeah, gone the long sleeve too, I see, from Sky Burgess. So here's the kick in on goal. It looks like it might be Cottrell down there, Gussie. Yep. You're nice and close there.
So is Robbie.
Good kick. 5 metres out. It might go the journey. Off hands. And the Raiders are thirst to score here in the grand final. They lead at 1 behind to nothing, and we've got 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And the Panthers are hanging on for dear life late in this first quarter, Panda.
They are. Shield went in there. Hard contest. We have a whistle and a free kick here to the Lavington Panthers, who play on straight away through Goldsworthy. They might be out here.
Jeez, look at this.
Hyde's running on the wing. She can almost take a bounce if she wants. She doesn't. She just kicks it forward as far as she can into a wall of Raiders. That was Emily Schultz out there. They track it out on that far wing, velodrome side. Schultz got a grubber kick forward, but it's coming straight back through Hyde, who gives the Panthers a chance at half forward, but half's back there for the Raiders, who's played a pretty good game in defence. Robbie?
Kicks it back to centre wing. They've got numbers around the footy here. Good effort there from Jones from Lavington. Couldn't mark it. Coming through hard was Shield for the Raiders. And now they'll kick it forward again. Might have been Goldsworthy who got it forward for the Panthers. Crowther's there working hard. Also in there. And locking it down, but it might come out now. Now, here's a bit of a chance. Gee, that's a good tackle. Free kick.
Yep, for a throw.
Incorrect disposal. And it's going to go the way of for the Raiders. Blake Panther-Escott is 1.5 minutes to go, first quarter.
Hang on. So I think one umpire paid a free kick for a throw, Gussie, and then a non-officiating one, I think, has paid one for a hold here, maybe.
I'll back the old bloke to get the final say here.
Correct. So the non-officiating umpire has been overturned here. Panda, the officiating umpire, gets the say, and the free kick's going to go the way of the Panthers. Interesting to see the Raiders have got a +1 in the goal square.
So Kimmy Crowther's going to kick it inside forward, 50. Coming out and meeting that one there was Creasy. So the Raiders lead by 1 point in this opening quarter. There's only 1 minute left. 60 seconds left in the female footy grand final, northeast border. Goldsworthy's kick has fallen the way here of the Panthers.
And this is Howie.
Yeah, it's Howie. She plays on straight away, kicks it long. I think it almost was marked down there by Kayla Cobzan. Not paid. The clearing kick comes away of the Raiders. Butterworth was run down there by Creasy at half forward. Great work in defence there by Creasy. Here's a chance for Sky Burgess. Got a clearing, quick little grubber into the middle of the ground, but Bodycott's there for the Panthers, who kicks it forward, Robbie.
Yeah, it does go inside forward 50. They've got numbers around the ball here, the Raiders, though, and it's a clearing kick, was good from Huff, but it's been marked by the Panthers by Jones, who has, Gabby Goldsworthy.
What a quarter she's played, Robbie.
So we've got 15 seconds. Can they snatch a late one here? They've got the mark. There might be a bit of a chance. Molly Goldsworthy. 8 seconds left. Kick it now, Molly, and she'll drive it. Smothered. And that should just about do the job there. Great work there by the Raiders defence. And that was, in fact, Emily Schultz who got that smother in. And that should about all she wrote.
Well, the girls were down there on the boundary wanting the siren, and it has just sounded here in the female footy. To KFC and the Wodonga Raiders with the only score in that quarter. It was a behind. They take the nearest of margins as an advantage into quarter time. The Raiders one behind. Lavy yet to score. We will be back very soon. Do not go anywhere. Thanks to Cartwright Productions, Lukey Chilcott, the Wangaratta Computers, KFC as well, bringing you all the action here for the AFL North East Border Female Footy Grand Final, quarter time.
That's the thing I nearly ran into.
Yep.
Okay, welcome back. We've just had the huddles break up here at quarter time. It's the Wodonga Raiders. They lead by 1 point. The Panthers yet to score. And hearing it all down there on boundary side for KFC. one of the great ambassadors ever appointed by KFC is Gus McLeod.
I'd expect to be getting some free KFC in the next couple of weeks, the amount of publicity we're giving these guys. Great to have them on board. Followed the Wodonga Raiders camp at the quarter-time break, and Terry Burgess really urging his players to get in front of the contest, kicking into the breeze. The ball's falling to the front of the contest quite regularly, and they've implemented a couple of changes as well, a bit more rotational work, looking to utilise the bench. They've got a lot of players on the bench, looking to get them involved in the game and keep some fresh legs.
And what I love, Robbie McKinlay and Gus McLeod for KFC as well, is how great this crowd is. Have a look.
Yeah.
It is fantastic. They've all stuck around. Gussie, how many people do you reckon here at the moment?
It's quite spread out, quite a spread out crowd, Panda, but I reckon just under 1,000 in the house today.
Yeah, that's a
fair
fair shout, I reckon, Robbie. So we're back underway here in this second quarter, and the Raiders up by 1 point. It was a tight tussle, but the girls are having a crack in the AFL Northeast Border Female Football Grand Final.
Pat, quickly, Gussie for KFC. Lavie are probably pretty happy with that, kicking into the breeze.
Yeah, really happy. Heard Kerf mention a few things. Didn't quite get the full gist of the quarter-time address. Very calm and composed, but definitely looking to capitalise going with the breeze this quarter and hopefully jag a 1 or 2 goal advantage, because we know how crucial that can be in these contests.
All right, well, we've had about our third ball up since the restart. Oh, there's a push in the back. And the free kick will go the way of Stanbrook for the Raiders, I would have thought. All right, there's a bit of concern here from a few of the players, and a lot of concerned players putting their hands up. It's a Lavington player down at the moment, injured, so we'll just hold on that. From our position, we cannot identify who that player might be, Gussie, but while we pause on that, mate, I just think, working into that breeze, we thought it might be 1 or 2 goals, and to only be trailing by a point, I would say the Panthers will probably take the early running from that.
Yeah, absolutely. Bear in mind too here, Robbie and Panda, the clock will continue to tick despite the fact there is no time on. I'll work on finding out who the player that has gone down for Lavington is, but I tend to agree, Robbie, if Lavington kick 1 or 2 goals and make the most of this breeze, favouring the Lavington number 2, and it'll certainly put them in good stead heading into the second half of the contest. I'll keep an eye on who's coming off the ground, guys. Can't quite see at this stage, but it seems to be a collarbone or a wrist-like injury.
Holding the arm now, the player is coming towards us now, and I just hope that may not be, looks like one of their little on-ball players there, Lavington, and
Just watching on the live stream at the minute, there was some real concern straight away with
that's
the player
I
involved.
think it's Jens, it's Ruby Hyde.
Yeah, I think it might be Ruby Hyde too, Gus. And she was best player on the ground in that first quarter.
Yep.
Would have had
By
over
far.
10 possessions. So take it away, Panthers.
It is.
With the free kick.
It is Ruby Hyde as the Raiders go inside 50 through Gissing. Burgess around this footy for the Raiders. She's going to kick a snap-on goal. Oh, great smother there by Creasy for the Panthers. Saved a certain score. The Raiders still inside forward 50. Here's Taylor Powell tied up against the boundary. Kicks it to the danger zone. Great mark there by Suckling for the Panthers.
Yeah, Kimmy Crowther couldn't quite hang on to it. But through traffic, that was okay there by Fielder. Handball went a little bit skew with Crowther went in again. Burgess went in for the Raiders. Platt did nicely there for Lavington, but the ball's kicked off the ground. It goes inside forward 50 again for the Raiders. Jones for Lavington, a nice little dribble kick. Worked out pretty well for Howie. Howie went one way, went back the other. Bounce will be critical here. Here's a chance for Panthers. It's a good tackle, free kick, no. Courtney Hargrave was over the footy. Now's a go for Koshel. Kicks the ball inside forward 50. A bit of a race on here. They've got numbers at the football now, the Raiders. The Shepherd goes in. Nicely done, Panda. And they're going to get out of trouble here, the Raiders.
Yeah, Jess Williams was down there for the Panthers. Crowther did well at ground level just to tap it forward. Well done there by the Raiders. And Schultz, who also tapped it forward. The big ruck down there, Dean, kicked it inside 50. In fact, it was Platt for the Panthers. Here's a chance. Dribbling. Goalwood. Is it through for a goal for the Panthers?
It is.
It is. Georgia Callow has kicked the first goal in this AFL Northeast Border Female Footy Grand Final. How good is that? Gus McLeod, the Panthers won straight 6, the Raiders one behind.
Guys, my ears are absolutely ringing down here. The coaches and the players have gone off from the Lavington Panthers. They've broken the deadlock here in the AFL Northeast Border Women's Grand Final, and just showing the advantage of getting the football inside 50 quite quickly, capitalising on getting the football at the top of the goal square and letting the small forwards go to work. Lavington really happy with the start to the second term.
I'll tell you what that does. That gives them so much confidence, Gus and Robbie, for KFC as well, because they would have been a little bit flat. Your best player, Hyde, goes off with what we think is a pretty bad wrist injury as well. So to kick a goal...
Yeah, good one. Now here's that lady again. Young Suckling kicks the ball to half forward. Crowther was good. Gee, look at the tackling by Crowther. Brings down another player. This could force a turnover. Working hard now, the Panthers. They've certainly got their tail up here. But there's going to be a free kick. It's going to go the way of the Raiders. And they've got it at half back. And just already, the crowd is starting to get involved here. Early goal there to Lavington to start this quarter. Panda has given them the lead by 5 points.
Yeah, Shield just kicks the ball forward for the Raiders. Powler left the footy behind, and the Panthers kick it up towards half forward. Broadcast side. Nice hands there. Here's a chance for Cassie Cochelle.
Not sure Curvis with a great tackle there, Panda.
Yeah, great tackle indeed. Cochelle didn't get a hand pass away. Great mark here for the Raiders. This is Powell, who's got it on true centre wing, right in front of her bench. She kicks it up towards half forward. Cottrell is over this footy, left it behind, Robbie. There's lots of players over this footy as Cottrell goes inside 50.
They do, and they might be their chance here. The Raiders, they pinch one back nice and quick here. Handball was good. Running for... Oh, what a big tackle by Jones. Brought down the Raiders player there. Skinner got in for goal for all Mully and Jones. A great tackle. Raiders might bring it back in for Gissing. Gissing again, got the footy. The Panthers playing on immediately from half back. Jones has been outstanding.
I think that was Goldsworthy. That was a great play. Well done. Lots of tough play out there. Fielder left the footy behind for the Panthers. Muller was tackled straight away by Crowther. The heart and soul of the Panthers. Well done, Kim Crowther, who's won a free kick on the wing. And Robbie, she plays on straight away with a left foot kick up towards half forward.
Yeah, been good, but the mark's taken there by Shilg, who's been outstanding across half back for the Raiders. Just steadies it down a little bit here. A little bit of argy-bargy at centre wing going on. Play on to Cool. Oh, it's coming from... Oh, down they went. Goldsworthy came through like the Southern Aurora. But the tackle... How about the tackle there?
Stanbrook.
Pretty Powell.
Wow, Jamie, Pretty Powell. Pretty darn good was Pretty Powell. And right in the centre of the ground where Goldsworthy is brought down, Powell pumps the ball to half forward. And from behind it was spoiled. Which way will it fall now? They got numbers, the Panthers. It's a good tackle. It ain't going anywhere, Panda.
Nope.
It'll be a ball up. 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. Lavington leads 6-1. Grand final here at the Lavington Sports Ground.
AFL Northeast Border Grand Final. Great to see. And the only goal in this game so far by Georgia Callow was a great snap-on goal. And we got a ball up 50 metres out from the Raiders.
Gents.
Gus McLeod on the boundary, all thanks to KFC doing wonderful work. Is Gussie down there. Well done by Suckling, who's been, in fact, that was Callow down there for the Panthers. Working hard, her kick comes out towards the wing and Gissing sees it over the boundary line. And we're probably going to have a ball up 5 metres in from the Raiders bench. And they trail by 5 points. 10 to go in this second quarter. We're doing it all thanks to KFC.
The rotations are starting to increase there. Gus down there in front of you for KFC.
Yeah, certainly are. Abigail Pett coming for a well-deserved break. Been playing really well off a half-back flank, but here come the Raiders.
Yeah, there's Stephanie NG. Couldn't get the ball clear enough. The tackling was good. Quick kick by Gissing. Suckling, was okay. Chance here for Panthers. Fielder led in the race for the ball. Got through traffic. Pulled a couple off, but she just had one too many adventures. And it was Shield, who's played a rattling game for the Raiders. Pulled off. I reckon that's her third big tackle this quarter, Panda.
Yeah, won a free kick. So the Raiders won. Lavington 6. Inside forward 50 the Raiders go. Creasy done very well in defence for the Panthers. She's probably been their best defender down there. The Raiders get a chance to grab possession through McClenny, who left the footy behind. Kimmy Crowther go in there in a bit of a scrap with
she's
Gissing.
gone.
Oh, we're almost gone here. Crowther and Gissing are going at each other here. Gissing's giving it back, and the umpire's got to take control a bit here. There's a free kick. Crowther has swung Gissing to the ground off the ball. Gussie, it's heated out there.
And Gissing says, if you want it, you're going to have to come and catch me. I like it here. And the non-officiating umpire has come in here, Robbie and Panda. I found a free kick. It's going to go the way of, I think, the Wodonga Raiders.
Yep.
Ball's going to go the way of Chloe McClenny. Under 17 player with the Murray Bush Range as well, playing in the big dance in the Open Women's.
You know what that reminded me of Robbie?
What?
It was that when Morton from the Melbourne Footy Club went after Dean Brogan and he chased him. That was what that reminded me of. That was great to see.
Matty Gissing just might play to just keep it a little bit clear of Kimmy Crowther just for a little bit longer. His Goldsworthy handball at the back was good to Suckling, who pumps it across half forward. Here's Jones, been fantastic off half back for Lavington. Pumps the ball to the middle of the ground. Here's Britt boarding on. Couldn't control it the first time. Might have got it the second. Reefed out. Stolen almost there in the end by Hannah Perry. And there's a push in the back for sure, Panda.
Yep.
No, yes, it is.
Yep.
And it'll be a free kick's going to go the way of the Wodonga Raiders.
Stephanie NG, who's been pretty good for the Raiders. So Lavy 1 straight 6. Lead the Raiders 1 behind as Stephanie kicks the Raiders inside 50, but once again Gab Goldsworthy, Gussie for the Panthers.
Look at the
marking.
kick.
Beautiful kick to Suckling, who's away. Got a clearing kick on true centre wing, but Stanbrook, who's probably been one of the Raiders' best as well, takes an intercept on the wing. Goldsworthy, Gussie, talking to Sky Burgess during the week, they've probably tagged her the last couple of times. It's almost at the where you probably do that at the moment.
Absolutely, and I think if the tag does come as well for the Wodonga Raiders, I'd like to see her go inside forward 50 and look to hit the scoreboard as well, Panda. That's probably the one knock on these sides so far. Really dominant in the midfield, but not being able to execute in front of goal.
Burgess got the clearing kick for the Raiders, and it went to a teammate who has got put into a pretty good with Samantha Clegg. But
Kimmy
how
Crowther.
about the tackle from no-nonsense Crowther, who's really just put the wind up a few of the Raiders, I reckon, and off the left foot. Picks out Goldsworthy at centre wing. Goldsworthy picks out something she likes. Suckling was from behind. Tackling was fantastic by Suckling. The kick was good though by Nan Curvis. Knocked on cleverly by Nan Curvis again. Goes back for a third effort. Here's though the Panthers off half back, and it's good work by Jackie Beale.
Yeah, kicks it to true centre wing. Suckling got crunched, and she's going to win a free kick, is Emma Suckling.
Yeah, that was a ferocious hit.
Yep. These girls are having an almighty crack in the AFL Northeast Border Female Grand Final.
Crowther's coming off here, Gus.
Certainly is. Just blown half back, so I wouldn't be surprised if she gets back in the game very shortly.
Yeah, the pressure applied by Crowther has been great. The kick across goal from Butterworth almost went back to the defensive goal square for the Raiders.
It did.
It was a strange sort of option, but I don't mind the switch. It's bold. Here's a chance for the Raiders. They've won a free kick at half back. It's going to go the way of McClenny, and that one was against Cochelle for the Panthers. So the Raiders, they trail by 5 points.
Bit of confusion here.
There is a bit
So
of
the
confusion.
umpire, I believe the umpire pointed the wrong way initially, gents.
That'll do it. Oh, Goldsworthy, Gabby went high, and we're about the second effort
Ferocious.
in front of you, Gus McLeod, for KFC. How about that?
What a contest, and Sky Burgess knocked to her feet, straight back up, but the impact from Jackie Beale around the contest was nothing short of superb. These girls are having a red-hot crack today in the grand final.
So Georgia Callow with the only goal in this game. 5 minutes into the second quarter, the Panthers 1 straight 6, the Raiders 1 behind. We hope you're enjoying the live stream action, all thanks to KFC of the AFL Northeast Border Female Footy Grand Final. These two sides have met 4 times throughout the year. The Raiders have won 3 of them. The Panthers have won 1 of them. Stanbrook just punched the footy forward from the ruck contest. Coming out there and meeting it was Maddie Smith, who left it behind. And we're going to have another ball up, right bang smack on true centre wing in front of the benches from the respective sides. Gus McLeod, boundary side for KFC. We haven't seen Hyde return for the Panthers.
Hasn't returned, and with Kim Crowther off the ground, this is a really good chance for the Raiders to capitalise. Probably the 2 best players on the field at present for the Lavington Ground, and the Raiders need to capitalise here as they swing into attack.
Yeah, Pretty Powell read it beautifully off the interchange bench and pumps it inside forward 50. Now the Raiders, they trail it by 5 points. Good defensive work there, but Howe stayed over the ball. Now the Raiders kick it half forward. Big pack form. Ball comes to ground. Chance here for the Raiders to clear. Jones for Lavington. Got the handball out. That was okay. Got it back to Creasy. Kick was smothered. They go back for another go. Jones is there. And also Goldsworthy. And we're seeing an injury. Boundary side, Gus McLeod. Keep an eye on this one. A player coming off now.
I think she's just stuffed, Robbie.
Fair enough.
Well,
Mate, potentially even being winded here, but Courtney Jane Hargrave will come back onto the field here for the Panthers.
Yeah, so there's Jamie Howie, who looked pretty sore coming off the bench. Well done there by Jones, who is playing an almighty game in defence for the Panthers. At half-back, kicks it down the boundary, and Burgess standing up for the Wodonga Raiders, takes the mark. Probably 75 out from the Raiders' goal. Her teammates scream for her to kick it inside 50. Wasn't the greatest of kicks from Burgess, a little bit off the side of the boot. She follows up well. Pretty Powell gets a hand pass out. The Raiders leave it behind. Big crunching tackle once again from Emily Weaver. Going in. Weaver the Beaver, and applies a big tackle at half forward. So the Lavy Panthers, 1 straight 6. The Raiders 1 behind. Robbie, we got 3 minutes left in this second quarter for KFC.
Geez, Weavers and Hargraves there. That was just like a tag team performance there, that tackling. And it's just a little bit of sting gone out of this game the last couple of minutes, but it's no wonder because it has been the pressure and the pace around the footy has been outstanding. Up they go again. Give the tap there to Dean. Shoveled out now. Hit on again. Going forward. It's just all about making a little bit of ground. Hargrave over the ball. Cleverly kept the ball in. And umpire will call in. And he'll say, give it to me. So it'll be a ball up. Not too far from the interchange benches. 2.5 minutes to go before half-time. Lavington leads 6-1. Here's Panda.
Stanbrook just reached up and grabbed it out of the ruck and then didn't get rid of it. Great tackle from Goldsworthy. I think it's Goldsworthy. No, it's
Hargrave.
Dean. Yeah, it's Hargrave. We'll take a third go at it. So Hargrave's going to win the free. The ruck, Pretty Powell just fell on her lap on centre wing. She's tackled straight away by Jackie Beale. Bit of heat in this one, Gussie. Boundary side for KFC.
Yeah, both coaches just calling for their players to make a bit of a stoppage. Don't allow the opposition to score. Heading into the main break with about 90 seconds to go in the contest. Both coaches urging their players not to let the opposition score.
So Goldsworthy tries to just reef it out of that scrimmage, but it's no chance there because great work there by Stanbrook. Came through and was tackled, and it's going to be another ball up. So both sides just don't want to give one up here late, Panda. You can see that for sure. They're happy to just go with the scrimmages at the moment. Don't let the ball get out. Players are numbered off. It's one-on-one football all around the ground here at the moment, and we've got a free kick.
Yeah, by the non-officiating umpire. It was against Gissing, and there's a free kick here to the Panthers on true centre wing. They kick it forward through Jackie Beale. Keeping this one in was Hargrave, done well. Great hand pass there by Emily Weavers onto a teammate. Goldsworthy over this footy. She's been everywhere. There's a free player at half forward here for the Panthers. There's Britt Bourdignon. Is she going to get first to it? Great work there by Schultz for the Raiders, who went out there on the defensive side and lend a hand. Here's Huff, the police officer, kicking it up towards the middle of the ground. Burgess is the only one there for the Raiders, but well done by Jones, who's playing a heck of a game for the Panthers, Robbie.
Been a star, and guess who's marked it? Georgia Callow kicked the only goal of the game. Kicks it inside forward 50. Can the Panthers get one more crack at it? Bourdignon's handball was good. It's pumped long to the top of the goal square. There's a whistle. Again, now the non-officiating umpire has called it a throw, and I reckon he might have got it right. Gussie McLeod for KFC, boundary side.
Can't be on. I've got to be honest with you, gents. Didn't quite see that one, but I'm liking the role of Talia Purdy. I was noticing that the game was not long to go. Dropped herself back onto the goal line to play that goalkeeper role, save an opportunity for the Panthers.
So this quarter has had everything in the AFL North East Border Female Footy Grand Final. We've had the only goal in this game. We've had a player injured, which we never like to see, but boy, oh boy, we've seen some big crunching hits and tackles, and these two sides want premiership glory. There's no doubt about that. So at half-time here, thanks to KFC and the AFL Border Female Footy Grand Final, it's the Panthers, 1 straight 6 over the Wodonga Raiders, 1 behind. We'll be back right after this 10-minute half-time break. Don't go anywhere, thanks to KFC. We hope you're enjoying the action.
Yes.
Sports Ground. Half-time here at the AFL Northeast Border Female Footy Grand Final. My name is Blake Pandarez. Got Robbie McKinlay and Gus McLeod all bringing you the action into your lounge rooms. All thanks to KFC. At half-time, the Lavington Panthers lead this one straight 6 over. It's one behind. But boy, oh boy, Robbie, it has been some sort of half. It's been frenetic. It's been fantastic to see, and girls have been cracking in, which is what we love to see in a grand final.
Yeah, certainly can't disagree with that, Panda. And we might just quickly go down to Gussie McLeod, boundary side for KFC. Just a couple of updates.
Yeah, not sure if you got me there, gents, but Ruby Hyde has dislocated her elbow and has got the green whistle in full flight, so she'll take no further part in the game. But the coach in the Lavington Panthers is really using that as motivation to get up as we kick up the second half.
All right, there. Thanks, Gussie. We are underway, so it'll be the Panthers who'll take a 5-point lead into the second half. It's grand final day here. And Shield for the Raiders, who's been one of their best. Tackled there by Shield, gets her hands on it again. Working hard through the middle. Quick kick inside forward 50 was okay and effective for the Lavington Panthers. Leading them might have been boarding on. Stayed over the footy. Good aggressive work there. Batkin for the Panthers. And it's going to be locked down, and it'll be balled up now, Panda, just inside forward 50 for Lavington. They kicked the goal in the second quarter by Georgia Callow, and that's been the difference at the moment.
It's warm up here in this box because Big Mac's put the heaters on, and it's hot stuff out there on the ground as well. Both teams cracking in, which is great to see. Oh, big collision. Friendly fire there between Suckling and Creasy for the Panthers. Both have stayed down. 3 people are down at the moment. 3 girls. We'll get Gus McLeod to watch that one. Muller just dropped the ball, and it's a free kick here to the Lavington Panthers. A great tackle there by Jackie Beale. In fact, it's Emily Weavers.
Sammy Clegg copped a heavy knock there for Raiders too, Panda.
Yeah, so Weavers kicks him inside 50 here for the Panthers. Lots of players around this footy. Suckling has to get a quick little kick away. Great tackle there by, I think that one was Georgia Lee Trudgeon. Great work there by the Raiders. Gussie, boundary side for KFC.
Yeah, Samantha Clegg's come off the ground for the Raiders. Copped a bit of a knock in that contest there. Just holding it a...
There you go. Thanks, Gus McLeod. Doing some great work down boundary side. Of course, the KFC, who are fantastic sponsors of the broadcast today. So, ball up, centre wing. No change to the half-time score. Panthers take a 5-point lead into this second half. Here's a go for Gissing for Raiders. Got involved in a bit of argy-bargy in the second quarter. And the Raiders, can they keep the ball in? They can't quite. They do again now. That was nice work there by Stephanie Cottrell. They need a lift from somewhere, the Raiders. Where can they find it? Here it comes now. Pretty Powell, been pretty darn good. Kicks the ball to half forward, came to ground. Chance here for the Raiders. Handball was okay to Cottrell. Might have got tackled high, Panda, but the Panthers are going to get out of this one.
Yeah, it was kicked off the ground. Burgess is first there for the Raiders. Almost copped a push in the back. Gissing just tried to click it clear for the Raiders. Well done. Goldsworthy. Crunch by Tina Shield. Wow, some of the hits between these girls out there, leaving no stone unturned. They're hard at it. There's a free kick here to the Lavington Stephanie NG. Strange the advantage wasn't played there. Burgess was away. So this is Ella McCarthy-Grigg, I should say, sorry, for the Wodonga Raiders. Burgess leads short. That's ignored. Kick up towards half forward. Suckling is back there for the Panthers, who'd lead by 5.6 plays 1 here in the Northeast Border Female Footy Grand Final. Big Mac.
Pretty Powell went in hard at the footy, couldn't cover it. Amy Platt was good there. Got a kick. Oh, here's Shield. Been really strong, but guess what? Suckling reads the ball so well and just mops up nicely at half-back. It's a beautiful drop punt. The kick was superb. I think it's found Bella Fielder there. It has. Fielder kicks to the middle of the ground and sitting under it there. Looks like it might have been boarding on. Molly Goldsworthy, release the handball now. Here's a chance for the Panthers. They've got a little bit of system going here, and the mark's been taken at centre half forward. Panda too far out to score, but a big chance to set something up here for the Panthers. They lead it by 5.
Yep, so this one is Cassie Cochelle, kicks it in the pocket. That was great play all the way down the middle of the Lavington Sports Ground. A chain of marks, which is what you love to see. Skills on display here between these two footy sides. Ball on ground level. Inside the 50 here for the Panthers. It looks like we are going to have a ball up tight against the boundary, 30 out from the Panthers' goal. The transition footy, Gus McLeod, for KFC was fantastic.
Absolutely, and some bad news for the Raiders. Jamie Pretty Powers limped off the ground, holding at what looks at a hip injury in the hands of the trainers at present.
Well, she's been good today, Gussie. Here's Suckling. Drives the ball inside forward 50. Shield for the Raiders, been one of their best. Couldn't take the mark, got defensive fist in on it, and it's going to be balled up, locked down, and it's just 30 metres out from the Panthers' goal. It would be massive if they could score a major here. Raiders, for the great ruck work there of Stanbrook, kicked it outside forward 50. Kicking off the ground here was nice. Here's a chance for Muller. Couldn't get hold of the footy. Raiders, though, they've got plenty of good footballers, players around the ball at the moment. Working off halfback, Muller again was tackled. I'm not sure she had it. Got a free kick's in fact going to go the way of Panthers, and it looks like it's the goal kicker, Georgia Callow.
So the only goal kicker in this game is Callow. She's going to kick a shallow inside 50, and it's been marked by Goldsworthy.
Gee, that was a good grab.
Great grab. Probably too far out to score. She'll have to kick this every bit of 47 or 48 metres, is Gab Goldsworthy.
Breeze has died down too, gents.
It has. She's going to line up and kick a big drop punt. Kicks it. It's going to land 10 metres out from goal. Off hands. That was Cobzan. Almost marked that one. We've got to play it down. It's Emily Schultz, I believe, for the Wodonga Raiders. So we'll get Gus McLeod boundary side for KFC to watch that one. Panthers doing all the attacking. Tackle on Suckling. A great tackle on Suckling, who stayed down and hasn't moved.
Whoa.
And the Panther players are calling for a stoppage here, which is not what you like to see. So Suckling is down. Gus McLeod boundary side for KFC, and she's probably been the Panthers' best.
Just popped her head back up now and getting onto her knees. Copped a massive whack, and that's probably why she's been one of the better players on the ground, gents. Really putting her head over the footy in the hands of the trainers at present, but we're hoping it's just a big whack. Looks to be okay. She gets onto her feet now.
Yeah, so she's shaking her head now, is Emma Suckling, and she looks all right. So she's up, she's standing, the trainers are over her, and she is as tough as nails. So that was a big crunching tackle. It was probably holding the ball.
Sure, it was a sling tackle. I reckon it might be adjudicated a sling tackle. Was it Panda?
Well, it was probably holding the ball and then a sling tackle definitely afterwards. So interesting stuff out there. As tough as you can. Suckling, who has had some sort of game, and chatting to Scott Curfey during the week, who gave us some insight into some of these girls. She's probably the next AFLW draftee, and she's got some great... Here she is now with the ball on cue. So she's bounced up Brantley. She kicks it to the middle of the ground, but Gissing for the Raiders kicks it in towards the centre circle. Burgess is first there for the Raiders. Almost got a push. Umpire said play on, and Gissing has a chance for the Raiders, but she left the footy behind, Robbie.
She did. Just couldn't quite gather it on. Gee, I think Sky Burgess might have. Klein's been a bit stiff there from that push in the back. Boundary side, Gus McLeod for KFC.
I tend to think so, and good to see that Kim Crowther's warming back up for the Panthers to get back into the contest. Been instrumental across the half-back there to get her back out there.
Well, that could be interesting too, because Kimmy Crowther and it was young...
Gissing.
Maddie Gissing
had a bit of a tussle.
Had a little bit of it. Looked at each other, and it was all okay. And then now here is Suckling again. Cops another strong tackle. She'll sleep well tonight. Over the footy, Stanbrook's going to get a free kick here. Got one high. Yep. So this is interesting. This is a chance for the Raiders to get some deep entry inside that forward 50. They haven't had a lot of that since early in the game. Stanbrook's kick, it goes over the back of the pack. They've got some numbers there. Here to go for Cottrell for Raiders. Fed a handball. It was okay. I think it went out towards Butterworth. Butterworth was tackled immediately. Jones for Lavington fed the handball. Here you go, Raiders again. Bit of a chance here. Oh, Hargrave went through hard. Couldn't grab a hold of the footy. And it's going to be locked down. And it'll be a ball up Panther 40 metres out from the Raiders goal. They trail 6-1. And we've got 9 minutes and a bit left in this third quarter.
So Georgia Callow with the only goal in this grand final. North East Border Female Footy League, 6-1. The Panthers lead by 5 points. And we've got another ball up 45 metres out from the Raiders goal. Gus McLeod, boundary side for KFC.
Tina Shield just lurking around the contest, and a push off the ball
Yeah.
from Maddie Gissing. She likes a bit of the argy-bargy stuff. Cops a fair bit of it, but happy to dish it out as well.
Yeah, it was against Emily Weavers, who's gone and stood right next to her, and they're hip and shouldering, which is what you love to see. No stone unturned out there, Robbie.
None indeed, Panda.
So
See, they'd love one here.
they would. Hillis Stanbrook in the ruck contest. Suckling, who's been hard at it all day with a great hand pass to Goldsworthy. Gets it on the boot straight away, but we've got a free kick downfield, Robbie, for KFC. It was against Suckling for a bit of late traffic. I tell you what, to cop that big hit and to go straight up and just, have a great crack. Emma Suckling, she is, there's no reason why she can't play AFLW, I reckon, Robbie.
Yeah, superstar Emma Suckling. Potential draftee, you would think. As the ball's kicked, and that's a good grab too. Taken there, last line of the cross half back there. It was Trudgeon, who's really played a good game in this third quarter. And pushed off there was Gissing. Gissing's kick was smothered though. Without
holding the ball.
Well, goodness me. I didn't see it that way, but there you go, Panther. It's a long way. It's Velodrome side of the ground. It looks like it's Gissing.
Yeah, so she's been hard at it. She kicks it up towards half forward. Great mark by Shania Jones. What a game she's playing in defence for the Panthers. They want to come into the middle of the ground. Dangerous kick. Hillis Stanbrook's first there for the Raiders. Tried to get a kick away. Platt smothered that one. Shield has it at half forward. Banana outside of the foot, inside 50. Josephine Cottrell, drop punt.
Here we go.
Kicks it to the 2-3 goal square. Ball at ground level. Taylor Powell's first there for the Raiders. Kick away and she's goaled it. And the Raiders are on the board for KFC. That is a goal today by Taylor Powell. And the Raiders, they're in front by a point. 1-1-7. Lead the Panthers 1 straight 6. What about that Gussie boundary side for KFC?
I'll tell you what, you reckon that one could have been involved in the AFLW. A cracking finish. New Panda, a KFC goal of the day. I tell you what, Big Mac, I don't know if you guys can feel this in the commentary box, but down here at ground level, this game has gone to a new level as the Raiders hit the front.
Yeah, that noise level coming through the ambience, Mike Gussie McLeod, is it's thunderous after that goal went through. So, gee, they worked hard for that. And that's just the one they wanted. So 7-6. We've got about 6.5 minutes to go. In the third term, it is set up for a barnstorming finish here at the Lavington Sports Ground. Panthers, here's the goal kicker, kicks the ball off the ground. It rolls inside forward 50. They've got numbers back across half back. Trudgeon was there. And a good contest with Bella Fielder. And play on advantage rule. Here comes Fielder. Got a handball away nicely. Here comes Cobson. Hit the post. Would you believe it? Cannon into the post, scores a level here at the Lavington Sports Ground. 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here's Blake Escott.
Wow. What about that from Cobzan? There's a beautiful looking drop punt off the boot and it cannon into the stick. It's lifted, scores a level. 1-1-7 in the AFL Northeast Border Female Grand Final for KFC. Ball on the Velodrome side here, the Lavy Sports Ground. Half forward here for the Lavington Panthers. Gus McLeod, boundary side for KFC.
Thanks, Pound. Energy certainly risen to a new level here in Lavington. Looking to get Kim Crowther on the ground, being stranded, waiting for a rotation to come. And also Sarah Moore, the winger, has played a really impressive game. She's stranded on the bench as well, waiting to get back on.
Gus, I've got to ask the question. What is the scenario
if it's a draw?
If it's a draw.
We'll have to find that one out, gents.
Well, that's what I'm asking you, idiot. Find out, please.
I'll find out for you, Big Mac, just because you asked so nicely.
Thank you very much. It's level here if you've just joined us. 7-all. They are throwing themselves in at every single contest. And the Raiders got the goal back. And then immediately the Panthers, they looked like they were going to pinch the lead back, but it cannoned into the post. It's 7-all. Here's Gissing. Kicks the ball deeply over the back, diving mark.
Suckling.
Emma Suckling, what a star. I don't know about you, Panda, but if they're giving away free KFC for the player of the match, give it to Suckling as Hargrave drives the ball forward for Lavington.
Yeah, chaos ball goes inside forward 50. Huff, the police officer, first there for the Raiders. Hand passes it to a teammate under pressure. Look at the Panthers. Look at Dusty Martin. Don't argue if you don't mind. And there's a free kick here to the Wodonga Raiders. And it's going to go the way of Talia Purdy, I believe.
What
about the tackle?
You're right, sorry, it is. It's Emily Schultz. That don't argue and tackle was frenetic. Wasn't that great? Weaver's up against Gissing, who have been going at it all day. Goldsworthy's kick was smothered by Robinson for the Raiders. Goldsworthy goes in again. Gissing grabs her. And we're going to have a ball up far side wing of the Lavington Sports Ground. It's heated. It's got everything. Left and scores a level 1-1-7 between the Panthers and the Raiders, Gus McLeod.
If it goes to a draw at the end of full time, there'll be 5 minutes each way. If the scores are still level at the end of that period, bring on Golden Point.
Well, there you go. That could be interesting. Kick off the ground. Panthers deep in attack. They've got numbers around the footy. Here's a chance for the young lady, Cobzan, who just kicked the behind before. Now, Connor Hargraves. Here's Cobzan. Oh, what a tackle there. Pretty Powell, I think it was. That was a game-saving tackle from Pretty Powell. Cobzan was off to the races. She was eyeing up the goals again. And Pretty Powell went Powell.
Brilliant stuff in the AFL Northeast Border Female Footy Grand Final ball on true centre wing. Beale is back there, tackled straight away by Josephine Cottrell. Probably should have won a free kick for holding the ball. Beale goes in again. Goldsworthy for the Panthers, kicks it, and it's been marked by her mate and Suckling. What a quarter Emma Suckling is putting together, Big Max. She's got it on centre wing. She plays on it. She pumps the Panthers forward.
Got it for 10 possessions this quarter, Panda, as a big mark. Taken last line of the fence there. Outstanding stuff there. Nan Curvis. Famous football name down in the Geelong area. Kick into half back. Another good grab taken by Perry. So they're starting to control the ball well here. The Raiders scores are level if you've just joined us. Big ball here. Middle part of the ground. Could go either way. We've got 2 minutes left, third quarter. 7-all here at the Lavington Sports Ground. Here's Panda.
Crowd on the edge of their seats in this one. So are we. We hope you're enjoying the action. If you're watching at home on the live stream, thanks to KFC in the AFL Northeast Border Grand Final. 4 times the Panthers and Raiders have played all year, Robbie. 3 to the Raiders, 1 to the Panthers. You can't separate these two sides at the minute. 7-all. 1.5 minutes left in this third quarter, and we're going to have another ball up right on the edge of the square, just forward to centre for the Lavy Panthers. Gus McLeod, both benches on the edge of their seats, boundary side for KFC.
And barking orders either way. A lot of Lavington Panthers saying get behind the footy, get behind the contest, and Raiders, they want to roll the dice and make the most of this small breeze, but they're going to have to jump straight into defence now as the ball's in the hands of Sam Creasy.
Creasy, she pumps it nice and long, 40-metre kick towards half forward. Quick kick off the ground. Panthers might get one last crack at it here. Good hands. Excellent hands there by Jackie Beale. Now the kick comes towards half forward. Raiders will turn it over though. Another high kick. Ball sits midfield. Play on's the call. Centre wing action, and it won't get out of there. Now it does come out, Panda. The Panthers might get one last look at it.
Great fend off there by Bella Fielder, who got a kick up towards half forward, and it spilled over the boundary. Teams have no idea.
Should be a Raiders kick.
Should it be a Raiders kick?
Yeah, it should be a Raiders kick.
Should be, 100%.
All right, well, we've got a ball up.
Bit of controversy.
Bit of conjecture. We've got a ball up because it's the last touch rule, and if you don't know who it comes out of, we've got a ball up just inside the boundary line. Huff got a kick away for the Raiders. Oh, Mark! What courage that was from Creasy on centre wing for the Panthers. She's been brilliant and stingy in defence all day. Gets around the Raiders attacking player on the mark there. And we have the siren. 3-quarter time of the AFL Northeast Border Grand Final for KFC. And Robbie McKinlay, Blake Panderescott, Gus McLeod, we are set. And you at home watching as well for a grandstand finish. Lavington. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back after this short break.
Walsh is out. Walsh is out. Huh?
SP, you what? Back on. Well, three-quarter time here at the Lavington Sports Ground in the AFL Northeast Border Female Football Grand Final, all thanks to KFC. We hope you're enjoying the action at home. Lavington 1-1-7 against the Raiders 1-1-7. Scores are level going into this last quarter. Gus McLeod, boundary side for KFC. Wowee, what were the huddles like at three-quarter time?
Lavington making a to try and break the game open at the stoppage at the contest, give the Panthers first use of the footy. The Raiders sticking to their guns, wanting to play with the same amount of composure and prowess around the contest, backing their skills in with an unchanged lineup going into the final quarter for KFC.
Well, there you have it. That is ready to roll. 17 minutes left, or is there more, Panda? We'll go into extra time, as Gussie McLeod said earlier on. If scores are level, it'll be 5 minutes each way. Gus, was it?
5 minutes each way, and if scores are still level at the end of 10, it's golden point.
Golden point. Here we go. Last quarter action. Thumping knock out of the middle there by Stanbrook. Straight to Creasy, who started centre half back today for the Panthers. Across Jones at half back and Goldsworthy. They've been absolutely magnificent. An early free kick is going to go the way of Creasy.
So Creasy,
one of the longer kicks in the game too, Panda.
Yeah, she is. So Creasy's got it at half back, and just like that, it's a big, long kick. Koshal there for the Panthers. Just let the footy behind. Goldsworthy comes through and makes space when there was none. Kicks it inside 50. Cobb's in. Kicked a point in that third quarter. She's first there. She tries to get around one. And Schultz has creamed her. Schultz has absolutely creamed her, holding the ball. Gussie, what about that?
You can feel the thud of the ground across the Lavington Sports Ground all the way from the other side. That's the standard that's been set for the final and fourth quarter here for the AFL Northeast Border Open Women's Grand Final, thanks to KFC.
There you go. So with the free kick, Raiders will pump it towards the Velodrome wing. It all happens here on Grand Final Day. That wing, we've seen a lot of history on this ground. Will we see more here today? As Goldsworthy, sharking out the back. There's Suckling. They've got some quality around the ball at the moment. The Panthers. Stanbrook. The ruckman was able to just get a Panda. You picked that well. Oh, that'll be 50.
That has to be 50.
That was thrown back in a very aggressive fashion.
Not
and,
50.
Gee, got away with one there.
Wow.
Goodness me.
Not sure about that. Gus McLeod, boundary side for KFC.
Let me tell you this, the Lavington bench are not happy about it either.
Well, they've just taken a big mark. Creasy on that far wing, Velodrome side. What a game Sam Creasy's playing. She's a big, long kick of the footy. Look about that. It might get out the back of the pack. Here's a chance for the Panthers. They go forward. It's an important point. That was off the boot of Beale. No, Bella Fielder it was. Bella Fielder by the Panthers, so a very important point.
Massive
1-2-8, Robbie, the Panthers lead. The Raiders 1-1-7. 14 minutes remaining in this last quarter for KFC.
Yeah, massive point. That, like any score in this situation, Panda could be the difference. So, Bella Fielder getting there. They run their full measure. Gee, be careful. From the kick in, it gets outside 50, but it's a good mark taken there for the Panthers.
Molly Goldsworthy.
And it's Molly Goldsworthy. She needs to turn around Molly. She might have had a player on her left. Getting plenty of advice there from the Beaver. Goldsworthy kicks it, might have got a touch on it. Here's Suckling told to play on. Suckling off, Falcon there from a Raider defender. Over the footy there with Molly Wilson for the Panthers. Forward here for the Panthers, none other than Sam Creasy. That's a big play, Panda.
I don't mind it. She's pushed right up the ground. Probably been the best player in this last quarter. We've gone around 3.5 minutes for KFC. Goldsworthy's been stung holding the ball here. Yeah, right call. Right call. It was a great tackle by Stephanie NG for the Wodonga Raiders, who's going to play on and come broadcast side, but Goldsworthy, Gabby Goldsworthy standing up once again, taking an intercept mark at half forward for the Panthers, and she sends them in long.
In long indeed. Big mark. A great mark. Trudgeon, I think it is.
Yep.
Last line of defence there for the Raiders. It's a good kick too into the ground. Excellent kick. Mark there by Cottrell, the skipper. Gives a handball back to Trudgeon. Trudgeon comes through like the Southern Aurora. Drives the ball to half forward. They'll get another look at it here. Shield is there, kicking in danger. I reckon Shield talked the umpire into it.
You're right,
and Shield will get a free kick here, Panda. This is a big play coming up. No one on the mark.
She plays on and kicks him inside forward 50. Power down there, the only goal scorer for the Raiders out the back. Can't grab it. Down there is
NG.
McCarthy Gregg for the Wodonga Raiders. Cottrell gets a hand pass away. Gissing's down there. Edges it forward. It's about 20 metres out from the Raiders' goal. They want to get a quick kick and potentially a score here. Great tackle there on Beale. And it spills over the boundary line. And it's going to be a free kick here, you'd think, to the Wodonga Raiders, and Gissing out there 50 metres around from the Raiders' goal, Robbie.
And I noticed there Sam Creasy was able to get back pretty quickly there. And, well,
ball up.
Indecision. Well,
ball up.
I reckon Stevie Wonder might have got a glimpse of that. Gissing, quick kick, smothered brilliantly by Creasy. Creasy got it. Gissing went back in again, kept the ball in. Well done by Platt. Was able to just paddle the ball. Going low at the contest was the Panthers. And here's a bit of a go for Fielder. Fielder, thumping kick to centre wing, but Trudgeon's there. Cloud boundary side for KFC.
The breeze is really starting to pick up boundary side too, lads. Favouring the left of your screen, the way of the Lavington Panthers.
There you go. So the kick inside 50 by Trudgeon. Well done by Platt for the Panthers at half back, just to get in the hole. And we got a free kick, and it's going to go the way, I believe, of the Panthers. And it's Creasy. It is Creasy. What a last quarter and game Sam Creasy is playing, and her kicks go every bit of 40 or 50 metres. Great work there by Taylor Bodycott for the Panthers. Great second effort. We've got a free kick here, holding the ball, and it's going to go the way of Lavington. Gus McLeod for KFC.
The only thing I found confusing today is the umpires sort of contradict themselves a little bit the way they point. I think the free kick's coming back, and it's going to go the way of the Lavington Panthers, just behind true centre wing Velodrome's side. But look, let's see the Panthers kick long down the line here as that breeze starts to pick up. They've got to utilise it to their advantage.
They do, Gus, and it does sit smack bang on centre wing. Out the back, now did Suckling get a push? Suckling made the tackle. Be no free kick. Shield was good. Kick off the ground for the Panthers. It sits midfield. Raiders defend it pretty well. Gissing was there. Cottrell was there. They've got numbers at the footy. Can they get it out? They do now. Great work there Fantastic work there by the Raiders, but taken by the Raiders. So far they're holding out. They trail by a point though. Lavington lead.
Hoff's kick was a beauty out towards the wing. Muller left it behind. Hang on. The umpires have called it back. Yep, they've played a mark to Muller as the bench are screaming down there for the Raiders. It's a ball up. It's a ball up. I have no idea what's going on out there. Apologise to you if you're watching on the live stream. I thought it was a clear mark there to Muller or a free kick. Take your pick. Stanbrook kicks it forward down the wing. Burgess gets a hand pass away. The Raiders edge it. Cheer on their teams, and we've got a ball up inside forward 50 here for the Wodonga Raiders. Lavington 1-2-8, the Raiders 1-1-7, the Panthers by 1 point in the female footy grand final, Robbie.
Oh, big tackle there. Clegg was off the races and has been penalised. So, and a big play, Gussie coming onto the ground, none other than Kimmy Crowther.
We've been calling for it for the whole second.
Hang on, turnover. Gissing takes a big grab. Maddie Gissing has taken the mark. She'll have to kick it from round about 32.
She got the journey. Gussie boundary side for KFC.
Great call there, Big Mac, but I reckon going against the breeze, this one will sit up to the top of the square.
Been told to have a crack at it. Gissing, side trail by 1. Kick on the way. It's going to drop 5 metres out. Ball over the back. Good defensive work by the Panthers. They get it out to half back. Have a listen to the crowd. It's game on here at Lavie.
It is game on here in the AFL North East Border Grand Final. The Panthers defence hold up brilliantly. Stingy. Kayla Cobson marks it on centre wing. Kicks it down the line beautifully. It's been marked by Koshel for the Panthers. How about that defensive work as a unit by Lavington to hold on tight down there and then have enough skill to go down the wing? That was great display of female footy. Shield has been wrapped up here, and we got a ball up 65 around from Lavington goal. 8 minutes left in this grand final. The Panthers by 1 point. Robbie McKinlay, we got a belter.
We have kick off the ground was okay there from Stanbrook. In fact, might be penalised. In danger. So the free kick's going to come the way of the Lavington Panthers. It'll be Jamie Howe who has the ball. Kicks it inside forward 50 out the back. Good mark. A great grab taken there by Emily Schultz. And Schultz brushes aside an opponent and pumps the ball to the middle of the ground, Panda. And it's Burgess to the Raiders.
Yeah. Went her way, but Creasy, big torpedo punt inside 50. Pack forms. Fielder wasn't able to mark it. The ball came off Huff's boot down the line, but Howie in the hole has taken a great mark there for the Lavington Panthers. Edge of the square, broadcast side. They're going to play the percentages and come out really wide. Gabby Goldsworthy trying to mark that one. Stays in play, tied up against the boundary. Wheels around on the right, kicks it inside 50. Suckling's there, Fielder's there, Bodycott as well. Pack forms. We're going to have a ball up, you'd assume. 35, 40 metres around from the Panthers goal. Gus McLeod, boundary side for KFC.
You can just see how quickly Lavington transitioned the footy, whereas the Raiders, they're slugging it out, getting the ball up their attacking end.
Suckling, quick kick. 30 out from Gold. Koshel, the kick off the ground was clever. Here's a bit of a go here for Molly Goldsworthy. Couldn't pick the footy up. And it's going to go down to lockdown. It'll be a ball up. 25 metres out from the Panthers goal. They lead by a point, Panda, and we've got 6.5 minutes left in the grand final.
Wonderful game of AFL North East Border female football. The grand final. It's the big one, and it's inside 50 here for the Lavington Panthers. We've got a whistle and a player advantage. It's been taken here by Fielder. She kicks it goalward. Oh, and it's through for a point. Through for a point. And the Raiders, yeah, it could be. The Raiders have a chance here to go coast to coast, reset Robbie. They're going to have to move it down the middle, you'd assume.
They need a goal now, don't they?
Yep.
A point's going to be no good to them, you'd think. So the Fielder's second point this quarter. So they do take the full ground. They get the ball. 50 out from their goal, but a great grab. Fantastic grab. Taylor Bodycott really lifted in the second half. Bodycott now pumps the ball. Chance here for the Raiders. Good mark. A really good grab. Last line defence there by Kirby and Curvis. But they've got to move it quick, Panda, because they've only got 5.5 minutes. They trail by 2 points in the grand final.
Panthers. Free kick holding the ball against Howie, who wasn't happy with it, but you dropped the ball, Jamie. And it's a free kick here to Sarah Robinson, who's got it at half back. She's going to go down the line, so the Raiders need a goal. They trail by 2 points, 9-7. 5 minutes left. Suckling, great kick up towards half forward. It's been marked here by Fielder, Abby Fielder, in the number 56. Plays on straight away, pumps it inside 50. Mark!
Oh.
It's a mark down there by Molly Goldsworthy, who has the game on her boot here. 35 metres out on a slight angle, Gussie. Not sure about the distance, but she's going to have to kick from about 35 metres.
If she can make good contact, Molly, I reckon she'll have the legs from here. Panda, the breeze is blowing in her back.
So Molly Goldsworthy, big drop punt on the way. It's a score. It's a score to the way of the Lavington Panthers. 1-4-10. The Raiders 1-1-7. 4 minutes and 13 seconds left on this time clock for KFC. The Raiders need a goal, Robbie.
They do, and you can rule out extra time, I reckon, guys, from here. Another good grab, Suckling. So all their stars are standing up here, the Panthers. The Raiders, they just cannot get the ball to the middle part of the ground. Suckling's kick's a good one, 25 out from goal. Ball came to ground. There's a lot of players over the ball at the moment. The Raiders, though, it doesn't suit them to lock down here. They've got to find a way to get this out. And it's going to be a ball up, Panda. 30 metres out from Lavington's goal. They lead 10-7, and we've got 3.5 minutes left in the grand final.
Yeah, I reckon they got one playing them here, the Raiders, and it might be this one. Robinson's kick wasn't great. Suckling intercepts. Drop punt down towards the goal. Over the head there of a teammate. Well done by Schultz, who clears it for the Raiders, but it's going to come straight back because it's a free kick. Last touch rule applies, Gus McLeod, and the Panthers have a chance to take more time off the clock.
Purdy had to clear defensive lines. We're going to have to man up very, very quickly. Lavington, you reckon if they score even one more point here, that'll just about ice the game with the clock ticking down. It's just over 3 minutes to go in the big dance.
And the kick comes in. It's long, it's deep, and it's to the favourable side. In fact, that ball may have come off a Raiders defender.
When it's a contest like that,
That's a
Robbie, they
contest,
just
they're happy.
ball it up. Yep.
Yeah, and that's good. And well done to the goal umpire too. He just made a bit of extra ground and flung the ball back in. Saved a bit of time.
Yep.
Saved a bit of time.
Lavy with a +1 in defence.
Yeah, they've got all the numbers at the moment, Gus McLeod. Here we go now. The Raiders, the Ruckman Stanbrook has been fantastic. Pumped the ball up. They went. Gabby Goldsworthy on this occasion. Couldn't take the mark. Here's a go Gissing. Handball release was okay. Going to be penalised.
Holding the ball.
Going to be penalised. A bit of argy-bargy going on the boundary line. Whoa, they're coming from everywhere. And Gissing's got the whole of Lavington under at the moment.
Oh, it's on here.
He's backed up against the railing there. Goodness me, this needs to be just put to bed straight away.
Yep.
It's a free kick to Lavington.
Free kick to Lavy.
I am not believing what I've seen.
That is a goal from Cassie Cochelle.
What is the goal? The umpire kicked the ball.
Cassie Cochelle has kicked a goal here. I have never seen anything like that in the female footy grand final. So the umpire has kicked the ball to Cochelle, who's taken an advantage, played on, and kicked the match winner.
Extraordinary,
The
Gus McLeod.
Lavington Panthers are home in the AFL North East Border female footy grand final.
Bravo to Lavington, but I have never seen anything in my 24 years of life like that on an AFL field.
Gus, the only thing I can think of, the 50-metre penalty was paid and it would have taken the ball to the goal square. The umpire was trying to get the play going because there was a scuffle going on. I think the ball was going to be taken anyway to the goal square.
That's exactly what's happened, Robbie.
Yeah.
So there was definitely a free kick against Gissing. The umpire has kicked it to the Panthers player to get the ball moving, and they've just taken the advantage and played on.
Exactly.
Not sure about the advantage in that aspect, though.
It looked a little bit tacky, but anyway, that's the way they go. So the Panthers, you would think, are home from here. They lead it 16-7. 16-7. We've got just under a minute left here. The Raiders, what can they do? It's almost a hopeless cause from here. A quick kick there by Huff, but it's going to be picked up in the middle of the ground by Lavington. Jamie Howe's got it, missed it. Tackling was good, coming in hard there. Pretty Powell's been wrapped up in the middle of the ground. And to bring you home for the final 40 seconds of the grand final, here's Blake Panda Escott.
So 33 seconds and counting. The Lavington Panthers are going to be premiers here in the AFL Northeast Border Female Footy Grand Final, all thanks to KFC. They kicked the first goal in this game. Taylor Power kicked the next. And then Cassie Cochelle has won the Panthers the grand final with an extraordinary finish here at the Lavington Panthers Sports Ground. What a game of female footy we have had on this Sunday, Arvo. The clock is ticking.
Here we go.
Lavington 2-4-16. A premiers over the Wodonga Raiders 1-1-7. Look at them stream onto the ground. What a moment that is for the Lavington Panthers Female AFLW Football Club. Well done, Lavington. Commiserations to the Raiders. What a game of footy we have seen on this Sunday, Arvo, Gus McLeod.
Oh, absolutely sensational. Let the respective players and coaches shake hands with the game. Had it all. It had big moments. It had big hits. It had big collisions. And especially when you take into account that Ruby Hind was taken from the ground from Lavington, one of their best players in the second quarter with the green whistle. The Panthers have come from the clouds.
Yep, there we go. So there it is. If you've just joined us, if you've just tuned in, it's 2-4-16, 1-1-7. Panthers are premiers. I can tell you what, the Raiders hit the front in that final quarter. That Raiders hit the front during the third quarter. It was level at three-quarter time. A couple of crucial points there to Lavington. They kicked 3 behinds, and then it was that goal by Cochelle that wrapped it up with just 2 minutes, with 4 minutes on the clock. And the Lavington Panthers, well, they are great rivals, these two. We'll go down to Gus McLeod now. He's got the winning coach of the Panthers, Scott Curfey, and he's been embraced by all and sundry.
I reckon I'm the only person who hasn't given Scotty a big hug here. Curf, congratulations, Premiership coach for 2022.
Oh, thank you. The girls were just fantastic. You know, they just brought the pressure all day and just couldn't be prouder of them.
Made a couple of changes to the lineup at three-quarter time. You made a couple of big moves, and it was a result that paid big dividends.
Well, you've got to try things in these games, don't you? Just stay in front and keep going out, and you can't leave it till the end, so you've got to try then. So that's what I do.
Emma Suckling, what a player.
Emma Suckling. Yeah, how tough's Emma Suckling? You know? Good old Sucko, just amazing.
Enjoy the win. Premiers for season 2022, the Lavington Panthers.
Oh, we certainly will. Thank you.
Well done down there. Gus McLeod, boundary side for KFC, with a very happy Scott Curfey, coach of the premiership team, the Lavington Panthers. And what a display of female football we have seen here today at the Lavington Sports Ground. If you've just joined us, 2-4-16 Lavington over the Raiders 1-1-7. And if Gussie can go a little bit closer into that circle, we'll catch the song here for the Lavington Panthers. Premiers. Very happy camp over there, Robbie McKinley.
Wowee, how about that? And they went in as underdogs. They beat the Raiders in the first encounter for the year. Raiders won the next 3, including the qualifying final. But the Panthers, they struck back with a big win in the preliminary final, and they came here today, and I reckon they're pretty deserving premiers in the end. And in a great contest, a wonderful example of local football in the Northeast female competition. Outstanding from my book. Gussie McLeod, what about that for a victory song? How about a bit of verb in that?
Oh, they had a bit of spirit, a bit of gusto in that song, gents. We're going to wait for them to get the hugs and kisses from family and so forth, and I'll try and catch up. Really keen to have a conversation with Emma Suckling. What a game from her today. Probably my pick for best on ground.
Yeah, hard to disagree with that one, Gussie. Either Emma Suckling or Gabby Goldsworthy for mine. I think Sam Creasy played a brilliant game. And don't discount the game in defence by Shania Jones, especially in that first half, Robbie. Was absolutely fantastic for the Lavington Panthers, who were dominant. On the Raiders side of things, I think Josephine Cottrell played a really, really good game in defence. Huff as well. Lee Trudgeon had a brilliant second half. Tina Shilg was great. I thought the goal scorer, Taylor Powell, was great. And Jamie Pretty Powell, who got crunched a few times out there as well. So I thought a really, really good display of female footy and footy overall in this region, Robbie.
Yeah, and the other one there too, Maddie Gissing, got involved in a few little scuffles here and there, but plays with so much passion. And yeah, the Raiders, they tried everything. They just couldn't in the end. But I guess the other one you got to just hats off to Eloise Hillier-Sandbrook in the ruck.
She was great, wasn't
Just
she?
did everything all day. But in the end, I just thought the Panthers just had a little bit more class around the ball. And yeah, as you said, Emma Suckling, Gabby Goldsworthy and Shania Jones off half-back. Yep, just got the job done.
What a game. Fantastic finish. So the storyline went like this, Robbie McKinlay. Georgia Callow kicked a goal at the 10th minute mark of the second quarter. It was their first goal of the game to give the Panthers the lead. Taylor Power in that third quarter snapped one back for the Raiders at the 11th minute marked to pretty much tie up the scores. They were level at three-quarter time, 1-1-7 apiece. Level for much of that last quarter as well. The Panthers edged in front to lead 8-7 for about 7 or 8 minutes in that last quarter, and then a goal, extraordinary goal by Cassie Koshel. An interesting sort of call there in the end, but it'll go down in memory as the winning goal in the grand final for the Lavington Panthers at the end of the day, Robbie. And great scenes were followed, and a great finish by Cassie Koshel.
Yeah, and if you were watching that goal and how it happened, if you just joined it, you would have seen an umpire pass the ball to Koshel. But what had happened, there was a scuffle going on
in the pocket,
and there was a free kick, a 50-metre penalty given against one of the Wodonga Raiders players, which would have been about 35 metres out from goal. They decided to pay the 50-metre penalty. The umpire, trying to break up the bit of heat that was in the battle at the time, instead of running over and handing the ball, kicked the ball to Koshel, trying to save time probably, doing Raiders a favour actually, and it looked like it was a pass. It'll go down in history. It'll look great. Don't worry about that. But what it was just the umpire awarding the 50, and Coach Leauge decided, no, I don't need to kick it from 1 metre out. I'm going to run in and kick it from about 10 or 15 out, and the rest is history.
Gus McLeod, boundary side for KFC. In fact, he's right up with us in the box, Robbie. I'm not sure, Gus. There he is, the big fella.
Oh, that's how quick I am and light on my toes, Panda. I sneak in. Just grabbing some accessories so we can get the post-game ceremony.
Yeah, and of course they'll hand all the premiership medallions out to the Lavington Panthers. The umpires will get awarded. There'll be a best on ground medal. If you were handing it out, Robbie, who would you give the best on ground medal to? I think there's a handful of players probably from each side.
I would go with number 7 for Lavington. Emma Suckling would be mine. Probably Sam Creasy, Gabby Goldsworthy, Shania Jones certainly come into contention. And then for the Wodonga Raiders, I thought their ruck, Eloise Hillier-Sandbrook was their best. Tina Shield was good, Josephine Cottrell. But for mine, I thought Emma Suckling was clear. And the other player that we need to mention is Ruby Hyde, who was injured, I think, early in the second quarter. She had a dominating early part of the game, I think was probably best on ground at that point in time. She didn't come back on, got an injury to her hand or a wrist. And she was great. But for mine, I think I would be very surprised if it doesn't go the way of Emma Suckling.
I'd love to have a chat with her as well if Gussie can get Emma. It'd be fantastic to have a bit of a chat with her and find out her story.
They tell me, Panda, that she's very much under scrutiny as a potential draftee.
And down there in the AFLW, which gets underway next weekend, which is fantastic, Robbie. I believe the ticket sales for Essendon and Hawthorn were that big, they had to move the game from I think Port Melbourne to Etihad Stadium or Marvel Stadium, which is what you love to see. So the fans are going to flock to that one. That's going to be at Marvel, and the AFLW is going to kick off next week. I don't mind the fact that they're doing it during the bye round as well.
Great call.
Just to give it a bit more of a plug, which is what we like to see. So I think Emma Suckling, definitely her or Gabby Goldsworthy, I think are probably the two for mine, Robbie, who could definitely claim that best on ground medal.
Of course, the other thing we've seen today, you talked about the draft there, but this is exactly where the next future stars are coming from. This type of scenario, this type of competition from all over Australia. And how good is it for these girls to be playing at a venue like this at the Lavington Sports Ground that, in about 3 or 4 months' time, we'll be hosting one of the biggest sporting events ever held here. The Big Bash is coming to town. We'll see AFL competition matches played here in the near future. And we see local sport played here. We saw local Ovens and Murray football yesterday. Lavington Panthers up against the Wodonga Raiders Magpies. And for the girls to play here, the venue is just superb. And the atmosphere, the crowd that was here today, Panda,
man.
who would have thought
Right.
you would see 1,000 people at a game of women's football on the border? That's how far it is coming. Panthers were premiers there too. The standard of football in that junior game was outstanding.
Well said, Robbie McKinlay. There would have been every bit of 900 to 1,000 people here supporting this AFL North East Border female football grand final. And boy, oh boy, didn't the players put on a wonderful affair as well.
Now, Gussie McLeod's down there somewhere at the moment. He's
I'm here, boys.
He got Gussie. We got someone ready to roll there, my man.
No, I've just been chatting to Jack Penny about the proceedings for the presentation. Players are going to make their way over now. I'm going to try and snag an interview as they come across to get get my words out, the premiership medals and what sounds like a few cars backfiring.
Had a couple of gunshots, Gus,
I'm
in the
not sure.
background
What,
there.
firecrackers or something like that, Robbie? I'm not
Goodness
sure. What's going on?
Whatever it is, it scared the bejesus out of me, gents.
So there we go. Well, if you've just joined us, you've missed an absolute belter. 2-4-16 Lavington. The Raiders 1-1-7. Lavington got the first goal of the game. Raiders got the second that actually put them in front there, Panda. It was level at three-quarter time, 7 apiece. But Lavington came home, and Gussie McLeod mentioned there was a little bit of a breeze advantage
there was,
there.
yep.
I reckon that paid dividends in the end. In fact, you might have to look back at this game and Lavington's defensive effort in that first quarter where they only conceded 1 point. When I think Gus, the breeze was probably at its firmest at that time. And I think Gus has got someone to interview here. He might have...
Emma Stuckling, judge, the best on ground by a call team today, premiers in 2022.
What's to say?
Some game, how do you reckon the girls played? Struggled at a few patches during the game, but your momentum was too strong.
Yeah, we just all went together and all the girls. I was really proud of the girls today. They literally just all came together and it was just the best.
Who are your teammates that are trying to stitch you up here?
All of them.
And you guys have had to come the long way. Obviously, you suffered a loss in the first final to the Raiders. You come the long way. You finally got here and premiership success.
Yeah, it's just great. I can't put words to it. It's so good. We've been waiting all season, so it's...
And what about a personal note? Dreams to play AFLW in the weights?
I mean, who knows what's going to happen, but that'd be pretty cool.
Enjoy the win.
I do. Thank you.
Well said, well spoken by Emma, who was absolutely ecstatic out there. I mean, she couldn't control her emotions and laughter. That was fantastic. And well captured down there on the boundary by our man, Gussie McLeod for KFC.
I'll tell you what, women's football and men's football are two totally different things. Don't often get your teammates coming live on air to come stitch you up, but that's what we like about the women's grand final. The passion and the flair is nothing short of excellent.
Gussie, I think Emma might be from around the Wodonga region. The Suckling name is a very famous name in the Wodonga area for sport. I wouldn't be surprised if Emma's got some pretty good pedigree there at the start of her career. And what we saw over the day is an absolute superstar. And, gee, so clean with the ball. And, yeah, just fantastic stuff.
So the presentation is not too far away. It'll be held over in the grandstand. And Travis Cartwright, our cameraman, is going to try our best to bring you all the premiership medallions and ceremony to follow. And then we're going to try and catch up with a few more players here and give this AFL North East Border female footy grand final what it deserves, because it was a great game of footy, Robbie. I had an absolute ball up here today. 2-4. As Jack Penny from AFL North East Border is calling over both sides, and we're going to get Gus McLeod to edge a little bit closer.
We're actually going to stick the two mics together, Panda, so I'll be offline, but you'll have the dulcet tones of AFL North East Borders Jack Penny to read out the premiership medallion. So stand by and we'll cross back soon.
There we go. So Gussie doing great work for KFC. I tell you what, Robbie, it's a Sunday, and usually KFC's got my mind written all over on a Sunday, my friend.
Normally it's your meal of choice for
Oh,
you
yeah.
go into recovery mode, isn't it?
Yep, on
Just
a
get
Sunday.
things going. Hey, Panda, you can't help thinking in 5 weeks' time we're going to be here.
Yeah.
We're going to be here, mate, and we'll be into the second quarter. We'll be about halfway through the second quarter of the Ovens and Murray Grand Final. And expect what we look at there, you're going to see an absolute packed house here. If we can get a day like today, it's just going to be fantastic. Going to be some really big things happening on O&M Live. It's been a privilege to bring the game here today to you, but keep an eye out for what's going to come up in 5 weeks' time, because it's going to be a full day broadcast. You won't miss a thing. That's our saying on O&M Live, and we stick to that. And it was just an absolute pleasure here to be able to broadcast and watch these young athletes,
Yep.
the effort they put into it, Panda, the passion.
Firstly, I'd like to thank the Lavington Sports Club for allowing us to have the grand final here. What a great day it was. The weather really turned out. Thank you very much for hosting and having us. What a great spectacle. So thanks to the Lavington Sports Club, firstly. Next up, I'd like to thank AFL football sponsor KFC for the contribution they make to our league. Once again, without them, this day could not have gone ahead. So once again, thank you to KFC. Also to Hume Bank, thanks for their support. They're a proud North East Border sponsor. And thank you to AFL North East Border for putting this day on as well. So without them, without KFC, Hume, again, big round of applause for those guys. Thank you. First up, commiserations to Raiders. You've had a great season and it was so close. We didn't know who was going to win right until the end, so bit of a hard luck story there. But yeah, commiserations, you had a great season and I'm sure you'll back it up again next year. Can Terry Burgess please come up to say a few words?
Okay, thanks, Jack. Congratulations to Scott and Kimmy and the Lavington girls. Too good today. To my girls, thank you very much for your hard work during the year. Thank you very much too to all the other clubs in the competition like Wang Rovers, Laguna, Murray Felines and so forth. Without your hard work and the competition doesn't go ahead, and you're very much a valued stakeholder in what goes on as far as the competition goes. To our footy club, thank you very much for the support you've given the girls. To Sky and the committee and the hard work you've put in, you've done a terrific job. The club's in good shape. Hopefully we can progress with the kids coming through next year and we'll be up there having another go at the end of the season. Thank you very much.
Call on Hume Bank representative Holly Clare, head of customer channels, to say a few words.
Thanks, guys. So as some of you might know, I'm wearing a couple of hats here today. I am here representing Hume Bank, but I am also a very, very, very proud member of the Lavington Panthers team. Yes, girls, we got it. Woo! But back onto professional matters. Hume is one of the sponsors of the AFL North East Border. We're a really proud part of the Albury Wodonga and surrounding community and have been for over 60 years. And we're really proud to be here with partners, as partners of AFL North East Border today. We've partnered with them for a number of years now, and we're really proud to be part of the significant role that they play in developing female footy in the region, which obviously is something incredibly close to my heart. A huge thank you to everyone for showing up today. An absolutely excellent effort to both teams. You both put everything out there on the line today. Congratulations, well done, and thanks on behalf of Hume.
Thanks, Holly. Next up, I'd like to call up our field and goal umpires to collect their medals. Thank you very much, guys. You did a great effort, and without you, this game could not have gone ahead. So field umpires Charlie Blanche and Darryl Denton, and goal umpires Sharon Walsh and Todd Werner. Can you please come up?
Their medallions at the minute, which is great to see.
Thank you.
3 goals in this game. So we're bringing you the live proceedings of the AFL North East Border presentation at the moment. Repeating that Lavington 2-4-16.
Next up, we'll announce the best on ground Vic Country medal as voted by the umpires. This comes from Lavington, number 20, Gab Goldsworthy.
Okay. Firstly, thanks to Raiders. It's really exciting when we get to play you guys because we know that's going to be such a big fight. So thank you for bringing that, and I think that the quality of our game lifts when we play you, so good job. Also, good job to my team. It's been my first year coming down and playing here, and I couldn't have asked for a better group of girls to share that with, so thank you. And thanks to Scotty and all the other helpers that help at training and to get us here to game day, so thanks.
Thanks, Gab. The next person I'd like to invite up is the Lavington coach, Scott Curfey.
He was able to pilot the Panthers back on track after that qualifying final loss. They defeated Wodonga Raiders last week in the preliminary final. They sort of almost benefited from that extra hit out. They just seemed a little bit more sharp around the footy today. And Scott Curfey, he's going to speak now. He's done a wonderful job all season with the Panthers.
Thanks, Jack. Firstly to Raiders, Terry Burgess, Sky. Thanks, guys. I think as Terry and I have commented after all games this year, we probably need a defibrillator very close to our bench at times just because the games are always so close. So thanks, guys. We love playing you because it's always a hard, really close contest under pressure. So thank you for your efforts today and all the best. To my girls, or an effort girls, great job. We had a plan at the start of the day and you all stuck to it, okay? So I think an extra game of footy last week really helped just to gel what you were trying to practice and go from there. So absolutely stoked for you all. So that's fantastic. Lots of people to thank. Lots of volunteers. Jason Callow for helping out as team manager all year. Alan Beale coming in, helping out. In the background, we've got 2 committees involved now looking after both all of our teams. So thanks to the junior footy committee, the senior football committee of the Lavington Panthers footy club. It all goes and helps obviously keep our teams on the park. And obviously just to general, our volunteers helping in canteen, doing all that stuff. Without stuff like that, clubs are very hard to run and get them to days and have big functions like this. So thank you, everyone.
I want to now hand the mic back to Scott so he can call up his players to receive their premiership medals.
All right. Number 2, Katie Tatchell. Number 4, Courtney Hargrave. Number 6, Sam Creasy. Number 7, Emma Suckling. Number 11, Ruby Dean. Number 12, Amy Gledhill. Or Platt. Number 13, lucky 13, M. Wilson. 14, Kaylee the Cobson. Number 15, Taylor Bodycott. Number 16, M. Gardner. Number 17, Georgia Callow. Number 18, Molly Goldsworthy. Number 19, Britt Bordignon. Number 20, Gab Goldsworthy. 21, Bella Fielder. 22, Shania Jones. 23, Cassie Cashel. 24, Jackie Beale. Number 25, Lara Batkin. Zoe Dwyer. Number 27, Jess Williams. Number 28, Ruby Leslie. Number 29, Brooke Woods. Number 30, holding up the back line, Claire Lane. Number 52, Abby Fielder. Number 5, Jamie Howie. Number 10, M. Weavers. Number 9, Holly Clare. Now, before I call the last one, Ruby Hyde's not here. She's currently in hospital. She did dislocate her elbow today. So when the next player comes up, she'll collect Ruby's award as well. So that leaves number 1, Kimmy Crowther.
Next up, one last thing to do to hand the cup. Who can I hand this to? Kim. Hold up. I now pronounce the 2022 North East Border Female Football League Premiers Lavington. Hats on, hats on, hats on, hats on, hats on.
Absolutely fantastic stuff down there. Congratulations to the Lavington Panthers Footy Netball Club, Football Club, AFLW Club, Robbie, premiers for season 2022. 2-4-16. They won over the Wodonga Raiders 1-1-7, and continuing on those commiserations to the Wodonga Raiders as well. And that's hard stuff, isn't it? They've lost now 3 grand finals in a row, Robbie, and you can't help but feel for some of the players out there. But they'll be back. They're a wonderful female footy organisation, obviously, you know, with Sky and Terry and everybody involved, and they can hold their heads high.
Yeah, absolutely. They just keep competing, and you know, they won 3 times out of 5 against the Panthers. But I guess it's the brutal nature of competitive sport in Australia. The grand final, the winner takes it all. That's exactly what happened here today. But just a great example of how this game is growing, how the female game of AFL is growing here on the border of North East Victoria, Southern New South Wales. And it's highlighted by being able to play it at a venue like this, Panda, which I think is just great. It's a great recognition of the hard work going in. And don't forget the amount of people of this ground today. We probably estimate throughout the day there would have been maybe 1,200 to 1,300 people come through the ground, which is outstanding.
Yeah, no, well said. If you're just joining us, we're about to wrap things up here at the Lavington Sports Ground. Lavy, 2-4-16. Premiers over the Wodonga Raiders 1-1-7 in the AFL North East Border Female Football grand final. To Gussie down on the boundary. His mic is turned off. He's done a wonderful job down there on the boundary.
Hey, don't rule me out just yet,
there he is.
Panther.
Hello, look,
There
he just keeps bobbing up, doesn't
waltzes
he?
in, doesn't he?
Hey?
Just waltzes in. That was fantastic. AFL Northeast Border for having us here. KFC. It's been a wonderful day of football here in the Northeast Border region, gents. So Lavy 2-4-16. The goal scorers for Lavy, Robbie. We had Georgia Kello with the first goal of the day, and then the big finish there from Cassie Koshel. For the Raiders, Taylor Powell was the only goal scorer there. But I think all in all, a very, very good game of AFL Northeast Border Grand Final. That was fantastic display of female footy in the region.
Yeah, it was. And I think they're just a little bit cleaner with the ball. Just had a few more players at the top of the game today. And in the end, it equated to a victory for the Panthers.
Gussie, well done, my friend.
Good fun. Really
Good fun.
enjoyed that one.
Great fun.
Great to see teams playing with so much passion and drive for the contest, and just roaming around that Lavington camp. You can see how much it means to them claiming the premiership. They come the long way, but equally on the other side of the coin, the Wodonga Raiders, 3 grand final losses in a row, but I reckon that burn in the belly will come back when pre-season rolls around. Don't rule out the Raiders yet. I reckon you can bet your bottom dollar they'll be here next year.
Well said. I hope you've enjoyed the live stream action. A big thanks to Travis Cartwright from Cartwright Production, and of course Luke Chilcott as well from Wangaratta Computers for bringing you this action. We've had a ball up here. Blake Panderescott, Gus McLeod and Robbie McKinlay. And for KFC, thank you for sponsoring this broadcast as well. Well done to the Lavington Panthers, premiers in season 2022. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, Arvo. And Robbie, go Blues.
Go Blues. They're going to need to win because it looks like